What's up, everybody? Appreciate you hanging out with us today. Thanks so much for hanging with us. Today, we got the Toyota Mart 350 practice and qualifying here for the NASCAR Cup Series, and we'll bring that all to you live here as we do our live commentary and reaction. It is not free on the YouTube anymore, so you guys got your little fair share of that for a couple weeks. But it is all on True TV. So if you have cable, you can watch it on True TV. If you don't, you're stuck with us. So we appreciate you hanging out with us. Let's take a look at the chat really quick before we get to the leaderboard. And what up, Charles? What's up, Pennzoil Punk? What's going on? Could this be the week Joey gets a head out of his backside? We'll see. Good to see you, Pennzoil Punk. Cold Trickle. Uh-oh, Eric Jones is already off the mat already. Cold Trickle, what's up? True TV. How many more channels? He says. Brawny, what's going on? Good to see you. Crazy. Hello, James. What's going on? Richard, Hank, what's up? Good to see all y'all. Amy, hello. Marcus, what's up, everybody? Appreciate you all hanging out with us on the Go at CeeLo. So, Rob says, keep on keeping on watching from England. Respect to you, CeeLo. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome, Rob. Appreciate you. And let's get to the board right now. And we got, I think everybody is in this group. Is everybody? Yes, everybody is going to be in this group. There is not, it's going to be a 21-minute sessions. This is group 1 and group 2. I guess they just have everybody together. I think this is group 1 and group 2. So we got 10 cars on the track right now. SVG, Ty Dillon, Bowman, Zilich, Barry, Cindric, Gregson, Nemechek, Jones, and Dillon, your top 10. So let's bring in PRN here.
Raceway. We'll carry them down through turn number 10, where we'll hand them off to Michael Young, who is supposed
But what's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here.
Michael, we've got a little trouble in front of you. Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like Eric Jones has
Eric Jones.
With the Dollar Tree Toyota, Michael, right in front of the Dollar Tree building.
Eric Jones and having some issues here already. Why is it already coming up on that? All right, so SVG right now, the leader, John Hunter Nemechek, P2, but Eric Jones off the track there for just a little bit. He went off-roading.
All right, thank you very much, Michael Young. We'll get his awesome section of the racetrack.
Keep on keeping. CeeLo, what's up, my guy? Having a good day. What's up, Bug? Good to see you. Make sure you're bopping that like, trying to get us to 100 likes here for the very first stream. Eric Jones went off there twice, it looks like. But 20 minutes left here in this session. 20 minutes left in the Group 1 session. And it looks like you only have 10 cars on the track right now for the NASCAR Cup Series.
We heard turn 1 is very slick for these drivers. In fact, one crew chief called his driver to stand down and give it a few laps, and then we saw Eric Jones go off again.
Turn 1 saying is very slick. Turn 1 is very slick. Joey has the same problem Samson from the Bible had. He cut his hair and lost his superpower mojo. Exactly, Cold Trickle. That's a good way of putting it. Eric's been putting, yeah, all of Legacy Motor Club. But yeah, that's not a good to start him. He made contact with the wall too as well. Yeah, not looking good for Eric Jones. The whole back end is like not bent in, but scraped up pretty good.
Been off the racetrack once, so there are a lot of drivers struggling for some grip early in this practice session. You know, the
make sure I don't have this on both. No, I don't, which is weird. I don't know why it's picking up that good. Dang commercial. Oh, I have the commercials on? Really? Let's see.
It's effectively like going around a traffic circle,
Oh.
if you will, and it's about 120 degrees that right-hand turn.
There you go. I turned them off. Sorry about that, y'all. Got them off now. I even turned those off. I don't even know why. When I scheduled it, I turned it off. That's so weird. Yeah, the play-by-play announcers are very echoey. All right, I don't know what's going on. Why it's so
treacherous part of the track. But turn 7, where Eric Jones just went off, this is one of the highest speed portions of Sonoma Raceway.
All right, that's better. You can. Is that better now? Y'all can hear? I mean, it's this way.
You get off a lot, as we saw.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a part of the race.
Yeah, that's good. That's where it needs to be.
But when it comes to qualifying,
I'm watching the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge, LP Building Solutions 120 at the Glen. Nice. Richard says I'm a goofball. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, Echo's gone. All right, thank you so much. Mark, what's up? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out. There's Christopher Bell. You think the Jesse Love signing with the Wood Brothers? I don't care for it. We'll see. We'll see how he does. Going from a Chevrolet to a Ford. Gonna be awful different too as well. But I think it'll be good. I need some Lionel Messi madness. Bishop says, you're welcome, Richard. Good to see you, Ragu. What's up? Appreciate you guys coming in here. Trying to get the cars here.
Your portion of the racetrack, and which turn 10 does involve that, and a pretty incredible section that we see here in turn 11. So what do you see out in front of you, Michael?
Well, basically for race
45 likes, trying to get to 100, y'all. We're going to be here for qualifying as well, and then the O'Reilly race this afternoon. We're not going to miss it this time.
Number 10, it's basically a run down into turn number 11, which is a very tight hairpin. There's a wall to driver's right as they make.
Not sure why the microphone is so touchy today.
Corner, so we will see. As a matter of fact, Eric Jones talked about it during a press conference. He said
maybe it's this.
That they were going to have down in the hairpin that they hadn't had in years.
About now, can you? No, that doesn't work. So weird. The mic is. It's low. The volume's low. Or me.
Turn number 12, that's where they'll come back into your view and make that run down to the
It's on True TV, guys. True TV.
And can't wait for qualifying a little bit later on this.
Let me see what it sounds like.
It does sound like NASCAR's going to give these teams a little extra, a few minutes here of practice because of the cleanup for the Eric Jones.
So Eric Jones with his crash, they got a pause and things right now. Let me see what this sounds like.
They wanted to get back on the racetrack and start learning, so the clock has been down.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Jay. Lots of stuff happened. It was bad last week.
Actually took the opportunity to take a different route around this 1.99-mile road course. What can you tell us?
Yeah, my 40-minute lap time would not rank well.
Hold on a second, I gotta take a phone call.
Out on the track right now, but one thing that's interesting, and I haven't gotten to do this much with drivers and teams, but watch what they're watching when they make a similarly paced lap around here, either on scooters or by foot. And one thing I noticed is several places where they stop to look at the sealer, which is a different material that they put over the surface. It's only been repaved a couple of years ago. That is at different parts of the track. And another thing, I thought this was really interesting. One of Daniel Suarez's Spire Motorsports team actually walked off into the dirt and started hitting it with his shoe. Inevitably, drivers are going to use as much racetrack as they can.
And things right now. Let me see what this sounds like.
Even run off the track if they feel like they could get a little bit of an advantage. And I think they were trying to.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Jay. Lots of stuff happened.
The 7 car or anyone else had a little.
It was bad last week.
You know, and I'm glad Doug brought this up. This area of Sonoma County, they talk about this being like the Tawny Hills of Northern California. Tawny being the color. When we come here in the spring, or if we came here in the spring, all you would see is nothing but lush green grass all around this circuit. But Nick, now that we get into summertime and things dry out, all of that turns brown. In fact, Sonoma Raceway has the most unique landscape.
Okay, we're back now, y'all. We're back now. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. Hey, what's up, Martha? Yeah, all is well. Thank you. I need all the hugs I can get, guys. I need all the hugs. We got a lot of stuff going on. The personal side. This is my break. This is my escape out of reality, if you want to call it that way. I appreciate you guys always being supportive. At least it was on CW and Prime. I got them. Yeah, at least that wasn't so bad. I felt okay that you guys can watch the race last week. So I'm glad we did that. At least you had that, right? You guys had that at least. Let me bring this down because I feel like I'm screaming into the mic. So is that a little better?
That make this racetrack so interesting, and Doug talked about some of the dirt.
But SVG right now, #1. We got what, 16 cars? 16 cars on the track. Here's the ones that have not been on the track. I think this is Group 2. They put them all together, and then that way we can see who's fastest on this track. Uh-oh, Cole Custard. Watch out, Cole Custard. Look at him. And tomorrow I'll never watch NASCAR again. He will win unless motor breaks or some dumbass don't wreck him. Gregory says, and Denny still sucks. Hey, he finished 15th last week. 15th. Yes, sir.
He starts lifting and on the brakes again to turn right into turn number 7, right through the dark part of the
Austin
track.
Cindric
Starts flipping turn number 8 to go.
out there on that track. He's 7th
Then
fastest.
left again through the S's at turn number 8.
Got that Red Bull sponsorship trying to run down Austin Cindric. Cindric's car's been sliding around the racetrack. Here comes Shane Van Gisbergen through turn number 9. He'll set up for the right-hander, Michael, of turn number 10 in car 97.
16 minutes to go here in this first practice. What's up, Dallas? What's up, Loza? Good to see you. Greetings. Bunch of us need to get together and meet I'm trying Talladega again this year, guys. I'm gonna try it. We're not sure yet, but it's looking like it might happen. Talladega. I'll let you know. That'll be fun. Alex Bowman there. Bowman the Slowman. He's number 32.
John Hunter Nemechek just moved up into the top 5. Christopher Bell is 6th quick. 7th is Austin Dillon. Austin Hill is 8th.
Okay, good deal. Thanks for the audio things, y'all. Appreciate that.
Bowman right now is 11th fastest in group number 1 practice. Austin Cindric is 12th.
CeeLo, is Bell running the full race this weekend? I hope so, Charles. I think these are not as tight turns as San Diego was, and that was a long track, 3 miles, where this is not that long. It's 1.99 miles.
The drivers here in practice, Noah Gregson is 16th fastest. Cody Ware is 17th.
SVG Byron Custer.
He's turned just 1 lap. He's the slowest, Brad, of the 18 drivers.
One of the cars
Watching practice with you and the Night of Champions. Nice.
He fractured his left
Blue
wrist
Jays.
after a terrific looking crash at Michigan International Speedway. Still has the cast on it. Had Brent Cruz come in as a backup driver last week at Naval Base Coronado, and unfortunately for Brent Cruz, it's a new kind of race car to him. Missed a shift in that car, grenaded the engine, and that number 20 finished last. But it'll be interesting.
Oh, he missed a shift. So that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the health and how that wrist feels. Didn't feel like he could handle the bumps necessarily of the Naval Base Coronado, where not only was it bumpy, there were some sections of the racetrack where all 4 tires were getting off the ground. That's not going to be the case here.
So he missed a shift. None of us knew that. He missed a shift. What are you grilling on the 4th? We're going downtown. We're going to get a hotel in downtown Nashville. So probably not going to be able to do the O'Reilly race next weekend, guys. We're going to be celebrating the 4th downtown. So I'll be here for practice and all that stuff in the morning, but then won't be here for the race, probably. So Hank says, how are you this afternoon? I'm pretty good right now. Can't see. Oh, sorry. There we go. SVG back on top. Back on top. Appreciate you hanging out with us, guys. Keep on bopping that like. Trying to get to 100 likes. 50-5 right now. Jay says too hot and getting ready to rain outside in Dover, Tennessee. Might be as well. Listen to CeeLo. There you go, Jay.
Drivers sometimes locking up their tires here at turn 7, guys. Got to watch that.
Yep, a lot of drivers navigating the S's right now. As we mentioned, Alex Bowman saw it on the steering wheel as he slides through the hillside here in Northern California. We see John Hunter Nemechek heading through turn number 10. Michael, here's a good look at that purple Ally Chevrolet.
Need to see the top. It's SVG only for a second. Yeah.
Here at Sonoma Raceway, Alex Bowman.
He'll be up there for a little bit. Willie B. Look at Willie B in P2.
John Hunter Nemechek momentarily.
Look at that.
Hunter Nemechek as he makes his way through. Alex Bowman really hugs that inside retaining wall to driver's right. Gets a nice run out of turn number 11 and through 12.
So we have in this session so far 9 minutes 20 seconds to go. We'll come back to Sonoma Raceway. Group number 1 practice underway here in Northern California.
All right, appreciate you guys. We are in practice. SVG is 1, Willie B is 2, Cole Custer's 3, Connor Zillage 4, John Hunter Nemechek 5, 6 is Christopher Bell, 7th Austin Dillon, 8th is Todd Yellowman, 9th is Austin Cindric, 10th is Austin Hill, 11th is Ty Dillon, 12th is Brad Kozlowski, 13th is Alex Bowman, 14th is Ricky Stenhouse, 15th is Josh Berry, 16th Eric Jones, 17th Noah Gregson, and 18th is Cody Ware. All the rest of these cars are in group 2, guys. At least they finally put them all together so we can see who is what. They probably got some complaints there where it just disappears. So we got those cars left to go in group 2. So we just got just a little bit left here in group 1 But right now, SVG showing the top with a 76.035 for his practice speed. So we'll see what happens coming up for qualifying. Hopefully they'll do both of those all together just like this. So back to it here.
A scanner rental from Racing Electronics. Stop by the Racing Electronics trailer and pick it up today. We encourage you to pick up your rental early.
I gotta get me one of those Bluetooth ones.
Quicker, more convenient experience. And if you're attending multiple events, simply keep your scanner and return it after your last event of the weekend.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you can do that? You can take it home for a while? I was about to say, that's weird. CeeLo, just letting you know that Toyota Save Mart 350 is presented by Walmart. Really? I didn't see that in the thing there. But 11 turn track here. Sonoma, 1.99 miles. The Sonoma Raceway. Got some key braking zones, especially in turn 1. That's always been an important turn. Turn 4 as well. And of course, the big turn, the hairpin turn in turn 11 is definitely always fun to watch some folks get past there. CeeLo, turn 8 this weekend is Kyle Busch tribute turn 8. Nice. Nice. All right, so let me do this. Get the cars up here going. I don't know why the mic is picking up so low. That's so weird that it's picking up. Let's see if I do it this way. Still doing it. That is so weird that it's doing that. Let's see if I do it this way. See if it works. Yeah, even worse. Okay. I don't know what's going on with it. 1 second, y'all.
There are some drivers that are nipping at his heels, including William Byron, who's been pretty quick right now. He's second fast at a minute 16.165. Cole Custer has been impressive. Connor Zilich in the top 5. John Hunter Nemechek is currently 5th. And Brad, we are watching.
Yeah, I hear thunder, Jay. I hear thunder.
And we're happy to see him back on the racetrack because it wasn't a very long stay on pit lane after that damage.
Not at all. Some heavy damage as he went through turn.
Eric Jones back out there. 8 career cup races in Sonoma. His best finish is 8th.
I saw him go out a couple of laps ago, and Wendy had said there's some right rear damage. It looks like that right rear is flared out ever so slightly on that Eric Jones machine. He'll make his way through turn number 11, hug that right side at inside retaining wall, and gets a nice run. Left side looks pretty good on that car. Here comes Eric Jones.
Yeah, it may not look pretty, Pat Patterson, that right rear, but you got to take advantage of this practice.
Make sure you pop that like. Try to get to 100 likes here, guys. We're at 63. Thank you guys so much. Christopher Bell's still out there. P6 right now for Bell. Right here, P6.
Pulls the steering wheel back to get over 3B, nice and smooth, sliding around as he's been doing all afternoon long, Doug Turnbull.
He comes down the hill from 3-8 to 4.
Only 18 cars on the track. This is Group 1.
Wide of 4 over the rumble strips to his left and through this quick short shoot here. And right as I say that, he's on the brakes again into turn 7 as he cranks the wheel again, gets through it smoothly, and then begins.
8 minutes to go here in practice in Group 1. 8 minutes to go.
Really lightens up now. Here comes Eric Jones, left turn. He's going to make
not much hype for this race after last week. Yeah. More of a racetrack, right? The drivers know how to race here. I've asked the question before, but is there an explanation to why Ford is basically out of the Riley series? I don't know. Just no one is interested in it. I guess Chevrolet is so dominant. You know, Ford just not had any luck since, you know, Chevrolet is with Junior. You know, like I said before, you got Junior Motorsports, Joe Gibbs Racing, and then everybody else. And then there's the Fords. So it's like Junior Motorsports, Joe Gibbs with the Toyotas, and then everybody else that's a Chevrolet, and then there's the Fords. So just letting you know, it was raining since between 9 and 10 yesterday morning. Pouring, Joel says.
All by himself on the racetrack. He wants to make
100-degree heat index. There's Todd Gilliland. 21st last week. 21st at Coda, 17th at Watkins Glen. So he hasn't had too good of a luck at these road courses. I'm sure he's ready to get back to the ovals.
2.
He's got a very interesting technique as he downshifts here into turn 2. He uses his left foot not only on the brake, but on the clutch as well. You don't do a lot of
Thanks for the
braking
subs,
here.
guys.
Maybe
Appreciate
he's
that.
not doing. You basically let the RPM slow you down as he crests the top of the hill here. Playing with a few things, Doug, and playing with the field maybe.
And we've heard other drivers talk about, I'm sure he is, right? It looks a little slower.
Shorter version, it's only 1.99 miles.
Is one of the few that still uses the clutch.
1.99 miles, 11 turns. What's up, Bruce? Well, actually, when the satellite image for the race this afternoon, we'll actually get to see the rest of the track.
All right, thank you very much, Doug. Pat,
Maybe SVG can make up for last week. You know he's been licking his chops.
NASCAR did extend this practice session after Eric Jones brought out the red flag for his incident in turn number 10. But while we're talking about our New Zealander, Wendy Venturini, what can you tell us about that number 97?
Yes, I spoke to Shane Van Gisbergen right before he got
SVG. Let me see my 97s. Who's an SVG fan out there?
Cup car similarities and differences and how he's driving them differently. But right now, SVG in this Cup practice is not happy with his race car. I know it shows the fastest lap.
Where's my SVG fans?
It feels like the wheels are almost loose.
SVG. David dropping those 97s.
Because I remember this, I covered SVG a year ago at practice. He didn't like his
SVG, Lizard dropping it. He's back. He's ready to dominate.
But the fastest here.
Yeah, and then all he did, Brad, was lead 97.
76.035. Phil Hammond, I fear no man, but Ty Dillon in the 30s bracket, it scares me. Exactly, Jeremy.
I wonder what's better
exactly.
The mind games versus on your teammates. To say I'm not happy.
Revenge factor this week. Hope so.
If he just went out there and said, I'm thrilled with my car, and have everyone who might feel like they're close to him go, oh, wow, if he's happy, I'm that close. And, well, who knows? We can see him drive away here.
Yeah, it's a good point. Shane Van Gisbergen has made 11 laps.
I love those stands right behind the track, the pit area. That would be awesome to sit right there. That would be the best place to see the race.
Because he's got so much experience in road racing. So this is the time where you're searching.
Today they're going to be on the races at 4 o'clock Central, 4:30 Central. We'll be on at 4 o'clock.
Top of the charts. He's not going to just get an A- or a B+. Brad.
Looks like Colin will be running Dodge NASCAR Cup cars next year. Yeah, it should be interesting.
So yeah, they're going to try to search and find some stuff on that.
Colin trying their best. They're doing okay in the trucks. So
NASCAR had told all of the teams and drivers that you can only run in the series that you are registered for points full time. The only exception to that was Austin Hill, who has also taken over what is now the number 33.
4 minutes to go here. They extended practice for a little bit.
Outside of that, you could not run in the O'Reilly Series if you were a Cup driver or a truck driver. You couldn't run in a truck race if you were an O'Reilly driver, and so on and so forth. Well, that was Naval Base Coronado. That's not the same. Coming up later on today, you will see Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, SVG and Connor Zilic and Ross Chastain in the O'Reilly race today.
You will see Ross Chastain in that
all doing double duty.
Connor Zilic and a good handful of other drivers as well. So for Shane Van Gisbergen, not only does he have the fastest car today, he had the fastest car yesterday, and he's about to get a whole lot more laps once he gets out of the Cup car here today.
Yeah, of course.
That number 9 Junior Motorsports car today. We'll see him in the number 9.
At the end of the event between Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilic. Zilic would have to come from
tomorrow. IMSA 6 hours at the Glen. All right. Hope you have fun there, Sherry.
So yeah, there are going to be a lot of eyes on the front of the field when we go racing a little bit later today here on the Performance.
Oh, 7 times there.
Van Gisbergen on the pole, but I think the story
7 times.
Connor Zilic throughout the first couple stages trying to charge his way to the front to maybe threaten his teammate Shane Van Gisbergen for a race win.
3 minutes of practice left for group number 1. Then we'll have just.
I thought it was Ryan Newman.
Number 2 goes on the track.
Well, no, he's at North Wilkesboro.
Cars come in. NASCAR will put them on a 10-minute clock. They'll have 10 minutes.
It's on the True TV channel, Eva.
Qualifying.
True TV.
About 30 minutes or so. So we'll have group number 2 coming up next. And as we watch cars around the field, John Hunter Nemechek just crosses the start.
Oh, JJ's working for TNT? Yeah, okay. That's why. Yeah, I saw you said it was raining. Oh, no, I'll have to go before I do Dark Horse for Ups. Jesse Love, winner. Connor Zilic, Dark Horse, Briscoe. Gotcha, man. Thanks, Joel.
turn number 2.
Hope you're doing all right.
3A.
Gotcha, brother.
Gets his car pointed up to the top of the hill. Eric Jones once again.
Here's Austin Dillon, currently 7th fastest.
Turn 4, heavy braking zone, and it's a hard right-hand turn. Exits wide under the rumble strips there for Eric Jones. 20th place.
What's up, Hayden? Gangsters, what's up?
On the binders again at turn 7 as he exits the short.
You're going to see a different SVG, yeah. Picking a clean sweep, probably so, Hayden.
Down the hill to the S's.
And again, if you
Probably
take a
so.
break, the only stoppage in this practice session was due to an incident involving Eric Jones in turn number 10. He's got that car underneath him this time as he blitzes through the S's and heads to that right-hander of turn number 10. This time, Michael, he's full saw.
Yeah, a lot more confidence in that driver. A couple of top 10 finishes for Eric Jones. It looks like he will keep that car on the
Connor Zilic, currently 4th fastest.
Looks like he might have ducked in the pit lane momentarily. He has Alex Bowman.
More bad luck from him yesterday. Had a flat tire on qualifying, so he's going to start like 25th. Did you see Guy Ferrari taking ownership and rolled like it? Yeah, I did see that. Him and Hootie.
For the rest of the field, chasing Eric Jones
Besides working during the rain, but other than that, I'm good. Awesome, Joel.
That Team Penske Ford.
Yeah, Austin Cindric was the first guy on the race
Yeah,
board
yes, sir,
this
Hank.
morning, so he's had a lot
That's
of
what we try to do, y'all. Bring the best coverage there is.
drift out over your head.
I need to turn my green light on.
He has the discount tire logo and schemes on his car now. Number 2, top of the hill, highest point of the racetrack as he heads for 4.
And coming out of turn number 4 here, Austin Cindric is going to wobble just a little bit here as he goes through the short chute. He'll get to full throttle, then right back on the brakes here as he goes 3, 2, 1 into turn number 7. Lightly glides through that there. Car
I see you, Joel.
Control there, but not as fast as some others.
48 seconds. 48 seconds, Dalton.
Right now, 9th of the 18 drivers, but he is trying to run down Eric Jones here in the final
48 seconds.
Jones and Cindric, Michael, are into turn number 10.
My portion of the course at the opening stage of this practice session, put those left sides out at the exit of turn number 10, was clean through that.
Yeah, eventually have to get there, Cole. Eventually have to get there.
Have Eric Jones right in front of him. The rest of the track clean as now Shane Van Gisbergen will work his way through.
Oh, 30th, not 28th. Okay.
Red and black flags are out. That means Group 1 practice is
So
over.
Group 1 is over.
Shane Van Gisbergen was the fastest. The rest of the top 10, William Byron, Cole Custer, Connor Zilic, John Hunter Nemechek round out the top 5. Christopher Bell, fractured wrist and all, 6 quick, followed by Austin Dillon, Todd Gilliland, Austin Cindric, and Austin Hill rounding out the top 10. Group number 2 practice coming up next here at Sonoma Raceway.
All right, so you got SVG, of course. I mean, did you not think you'd be on number 1 after last week? But SVG there, P1. Will he beat P2? 3 is Cole Custer. 4 is Connor Zilic. 5th is John Hunter Nemechek. 6, Christopher Bell, as he said, fractured wrist at all. And 6th fastest. 7th is Austin Dillon. 8th is Todd Gilliland. 9th is Austin Cindric. 10th is Austin Hill. 11th is Ty Dillon. 12th is Brad Keselowski. 13th is Alex Bowman. 14th is Ricky Stenhouse. 15th, Josh Berry. 16th is Noah Gragson. 17th is Eric Jones. 18th is Cody Ware. 19th is that's it, Cody Ware. So here are your drivers in Group 2. Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Carson Hocevar, Ryan Preece, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, AJ Allmendinger, Michael McDowell, and Riley Herbst, and Zane Smith. So we'll see who will get the pole. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Dr. Delay, like number 82. Thanks so much, man. We're trying to get to that 100 likes as we're here for practice and qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series for the Toyota Save Mart 350. If you like play-by-play baseball, especially if you're a Pirates fan, make sure you check out my man, Dr. Delay. He does a great job doing play-by-play. He throws in the 3D, just kind of like us. So make sure you check out Dr. Delay. He's also, his big cup of tea, though, is NFL football, and he is licking his chops, just like SVG is licking his chops this weekend. Dr. Delay is licking his chops, just waiting on that NFL football to come on, because he'll be doing Thursday night football, Saturday and Sunday 3 games, and a Monday night game. So make sure you check out Dr. Delay, as he'll have the best coverage of baseball and football coming up really soon. So check them out, Dr. Delay on YouTube. Terry says, hey, CeeLo, I'm on vacation in New Hampshire. How do I get the channel for the race tonight in New Hampshire? It's on the CW. I don't know. Wherever you are, I'm not sure, but it's the CW. If not, you'll watch it on the CW app, Terry Joe. You're welcome, sir. Always a big supporter of the channel, just like I'm a supporter of his. Make sure you check him out. He does a great job over there. But we are just waiting now for PRN to come back here. And here we go.
Hands off the car after that before they get ready to go qualify.
Can't find the story. I guess you have to do the CW app, Terry Joe, on your phone. Get the top 5 qualifying spot, Bubba, and then win the race Sunday. Let's go, Maurice says. We'll see. Hey, Bubba Wallace last week, 2 laps down last week, and then came back from 2 laps down and got himself in the top 5 after a pit stop, and then the dang lug nut came off the wheel. You picked a fine time to loose wheel. So Heim is running in Chicagoland next weekend despite being a part-timer driver. I wonder if he'll have the winner sticker by his name on the car. Oh yeah, probably will. And him and Hocevar will be fun to look at. 5 ran last week, so maybe he'll carry momentum and win this week. We'll see, Blake. He looked pretty good.
Time they'll be shooting for, at least here in practice.
No, not yet, Logan. We got Group 2 coming up now. Group 2. And that's these drivers coming up right here. Group 2.
It was really Van Gisbergen and William Byron who were very close. They were within a 1/10 of a second.
Group 2.
Half a second of a fall off before you got to Cole Custer, who was impressive in 3rd, Connor Zillage 4th, John Hunter Nemechek 5th. William Byron also the fastest driver in the 10-lap and 15-lap average. Shane Van Gisbergen didn't run more than about 5 or 6 laps at a time, so certainly a lot of learning to be done here as Group 2 is poised to go.
That's not going to work either.
It's going to be very exciting to see what happens. We see a few AMR safety trucks just checking out the course, making sure everything is clean and ready for the cars to go out there for their practice session.
Group 2.
Some of the drivers we look at in the field, you know, you talk about Kyle Larson. This is his home track. Where he is from, just in Elk Grove, California, not too far from Sonoma Raceway, and he has done phenomenal things here. 2 times a winner here back in 2021, and he also won in 2024. He started on the pole 5 consecutive times here at Sonoma. 4 of those were earned poles. One of them, he actually had qualifying not happen, and he ended up.
Who do you think's going to win the in-season challenge, y'all?
At the time in the NASCAR Cup Series, but
who do you think's going to win the in-season challenge? If you're betting on anyone except SVG, you should stop gambling. You're welcome. Cody, you're not going to win much money betting on SVG either. It's minus 115. That's what we put on our paint scheme and race weekend preview. Make sure you check out our paint scheme and race weekend preview as we bring that to you every Friday to get you ready. We go over the betting odds for you to get your bets in early before anybody cars hit the track, so you can get those early betting odds. Not betting though. I understand that. Chase Elliott, Logan says. We'll see if Chase can do it. He's pretty good on road courses as well.
That photo of Kyle Larson when he was coming out to Sonoma Raceway as a kid in his full Rainbow Warriors Jeff Gordon getup.
Can't watch it. Don't have streaming or anything. Well, Logan, this is where you're gonna need to be. Logan, you're having a good time right here. Appreciate you being here, Logan. When's the next giveaway? Yeah, 56,000. So maybe we can get close to it to this weekend. 55,633. So we'll see if we can get there. See if we can get there.
Through the field of drivers that have raced their way to victory lane, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get a 4th winner when it all shakes out Sunday afternoon.
Speaking of Daniel Suarez, when the Performance Racing Network goes on the air later on this afternoon for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series Pit Boss Food Max 250, that's coming up at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, 2 o'clock local time.
Not a betting thing. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on racing either, but a lot of people do. Thank you so much. Will he beat 2 top 10 finishes in 7 Sonoma races, and he's 2nd fastest? So
can't wait to hear from Daniel.
Good bet he could win here if SVG can't.
A lot of drivers slide around around this joint during this first group of practice.
Put 60 for today's race, 150 for tomorrow. Easy money. There you go. You don't win much, though. He's like minus something, isn't he?
Motorsports Chevrolet. Let's hear from Shane Van Gisbergen. And Wendy, nobody faster than him in Group 1.
Yes, Shane Van Gisbergen, a second faster than the field in Group 1. But I heard some feedback on the radio, not completely happy. Is it the feel of the car, or what are you looking for, Shane?
It was only a 10th better. It's all pretty close. Yeah, it's not bad, but we definitely need to improve it a little bit for longer runs. But on the short run, it was okay. Yeah.
On those older tires, though, you did very well out there. Did you start to...
He needs to do something. This is his last chance to get in the top 16.
I got a heat cycle, so it seemed better, but once I do 2 or 3 laps, I'd be really struggling, so need to make that better.
What else do you want out of your car here?
More rear grip, but I think you could echo that for everyone. Yeah.
Shane Van Gisbergen, a 10th faster, but on those old tires, he was much faster than the competition here.
Yeah, Shane Van Gisbergen wants to win this race by 10, 15, 20 seconds, Brad, so he's not going to be happy.
SVG, my car is terrible, but he's in first place. Right, Mark? My car is horrible. We could go faster. But I'm in first place. Exactly.
Well, a 38th place finish for Shane Van Gisbergen at Naval Base Coronado after getting caught up in a wreck that started right in front of him.
And he still had the fastest lap to the last lap of the race. He needs stage points. That's what I'm saying. This is his last chance.
Right there on the bubble, within contention.
Brother CR, all of our viewers watching the live show, some are, some aren't. Some depend on us.
And this is his best opportunity to make up a lot more points. We still have 9 races to go until the chase begins. That includes the Toyota Mart 350 tomorrow. Shane Van Gisbergen has been phenomenal all season long, but he's going to have to get it done here today, I think, to help put himself in a good position.
Right, yeah, he has to win here today and have a good points, or tomorrow, have a good points day as well and win.
In this Group A practice, just a 10th behind Shane Van Gisbergen. Where do you want to improve your race car?
Yeah, I think honestly just
4:30, Lori. 4:30 will be on at 4 o'clock.
Like I was kind of over the limit at times, so I don't know. I think the race car is good. So thanks to Exalta, Chevrolet, everybody worked pretty hard on this place because we kind of had a good notebook. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, just
we'll be on at 4 o'clock for pre-race.
And preparing for these events, and then you actually get out here for practice. How different is it?
Right, Sarah.
Yeah, the 750 horsepower makes it.
I appreciate you, Sarah, watching. Yeah, 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, Martha.
And just improve those small areas. So far, so good.
Any part of the racetrack that's...
He really loves Chicago. I don't know. It's an oval, though.
I don't really want to say. I don't know. It's kind of...
But you never know.
Find out. But, yeah, I mean, there's definitely some treacherous, dirty spots of the track, for sure.
All right, thanks for that insight, and I don't blame you for not telling me your secrets, William Byron.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Wendy Venturini. A lot going on down there on pit road. We just heard that Noah Gragson will not go out to qualify. Some brake issues on his number 4.
That's not good for Gragson. Grayson.
Noah Gragson, well, not just last weekend, but all last
Welcome to July Madness, where brackets will be busted with upsets. Exactly, Jeremy. I might do a live stream where I just pick the winners before. I might have to do that tonight, though.
The Project 91 car, and say what you want about that. It was pretty exciting and a great moment for race fans and social media.
Yeah, and shout out to the guys.
Yeah, this is Sunday race doing practice. The O'Reilly race is today at 4:30 Central.
We're battling for the race win and didn't see eye to eye. They were towards the rear of the field, and they turned it into a bit of a demolition derby. But yeah, I mean, Kevin Magnussen's a guy. He's a little rough around the edges. He's upset some guys, you know, racing over in Formula 1.
Pacific time, it'll be 6:30, 2:30 Central.
Quite the viral moment as those two will have to agree to disagree. The only bummer, Brad, is that Kevin Magnussen is
I don't show me buffering,
which is a bummer because I would have loved to have seen what Chapter 2 of this newfound rivalry. It looked like a Mad Lib, to be honest with you. Kevin Magnussen and Noah Gragson not seeing eye to eye. I would have never believed that.
Shows it's going okay.
It's NASCAR. It's the beauty of this sport.
Yeah, Noah Gregson said a lot of words. Kevin Magnuson pretty much said 2, as he was telling him repeatedly to
yeah, I don't think you can say those. I don't think you can say those on the radio, but yeah, they certainly did not see eye to eye, and they won't be sharing a bottle of wine anytime soon.
The oval, right?
Group number 2
Yeah, you never know, though.
heading out onto the racetrack right now. They are slowly climbing the hill.
All right, group 2.
Tires up. We see Bubba Wallace out there. We see a handful of other folks. Before we get to some
We'll watch these guys climb.
down to Wendy Venturini.
I'm here with Noah Gregson, who is not going to be qualifying. Tell us what happened in practice, Noah.
I only got a couple laps, but when we came in after the first 2 laps, there was a leak out of the brake reservoir. So we're just trying to figure out, diagnose it. Unfortunately, NASCAR said we're not going to be able to qualify, but we got our work cut out for us here tomorrow. This is my favorite road course, so always
climbing the hill.
Country, the fans are incredible up here. Lacked a lot of track time during practice, and then obviously qualifying. So we'll try and hit it hard.
9:30 a.m. in New Zealand. Sunday morning.
Try to have a solid run tomorrow.
With only 5 laps out there in that practice session, were you able to get a gather of good notes for your team?
As good as I could. If I had the opportunity to do more laps, I'd be able to give them better information.
Thanks for the information there. That's Noah Gregson, who will not be qualified.
See where Reddick ends up.
All right, thank you very much. Let's follow last week's second-place finisher, Bubba Wallace, around the circuit. He's up at the top of the hill right now, made the right-hander in turn number 2. Now he's heading for a left-right of turns 3 and turns 3A.
You're tired, Martha?
Part of the racetrack. Then he heads down the hill toward Doug Turnbull.
In a high, lighter yellow Robin Hood Toyota, Bubba Wallace goes through turn number 4, and he's up to speed now after babying it the first lap. Out of the short chute, he's on the brakes right now, down the gearbox, and smokes the tires and misses turn 7, runs it wide, and that'll mess up his approach to turn 8 as he starts to go down the hill.
Yeah, pretty easy to do. As we've seen, those drivers are heading down the hill, and it is hard to get those cars slowed down. Bubba Wallace has got all 4 tires.
Bubba, where's my Bubba fans? 23s.
Toyota's making the way to turn number 10. Michael, it's Bubba Wallace, Riley Herbst, and Denny Hamlin.
Last time through for Bubba
Bubbles.
Wallace, he put those left sides right in the grass. That time through, he was able to keep all 4 of those good years.
Where's my Bubba fans? Where they at? Bubba, 102 likes. Thank you guys so much. We're not even in qualifying yet. Appreciate that. What's up, Lori? Good to see you. Linda says, boo.
Not doing a whole lot.
There he is.
Up to 11th overall.
There he is.
However, Wendy Venturini.
Connor Zilic, 4th in that practice session. I will say Connor is signing autographs for the fans in the stands directly behind us. Connor, tell us, what did you take away from your race car in those practice laps?
See what Tyler Reddick can do here.
I have a little bit of work to do with our WeatherTech Chevrolet. I wasn't too happy with it, so
Anybody moving up? No one.
See if we can get ourselves a good starting spot for Sunday.
Why weren't you happy with it? Being 4th on the chart, it has speed.
Denny Hamlin, the fastest right now in Group 2.
Struggling with rear grip. All the high-speed stuff. I struggle for rear lateral grip. So
23 is MJ. That's right. He is. You're right about that. He's also got the 45 as well. He's got the 45 and the 35, Dr. Delay. He's got the 35 right here, and he's got the 45 right here as well. 45, 35, and the 23.
That would be 5th place finisher in Naval Base Coronado.
Look at Michael McDowell. P5, fastest in Group 2.
It is going to be a left-right over 3.
See, I'm Joe Gibbs. I'm checked Hamlin engine so that Sonoma doesn't DNF Hamlin. Remember, Joe Gibbs has had mechanical issues every year at Sonoma. I hope so. He doesn't get anything.
But here comes Allmendinger exiting wide off of turn number 4 there.
The Greenville Pickens, they're trying to restore and get Nike to invest. You never know, he might. Oh, now we got Gibbs, Bubba, and McDowell, and they got Larson now and Chase Briscoe. You got all these guys: Briscoe, Larson, Gibbs, Wallace, and McDowell.
Here comes that green and white Chevrolet of Allmendinger.
4 top 10s for the Dinger here at Sonoma Raceway.
You gonna tweet that?
Conference a little bit earlier today talked about his first time and only time ever running here outside of the Cup Series.
And the I forgot about that 67 too. He's not in this race though, Chastity. Yeah, Heim's not in this race, but yeah, the 67, they have 4 cars.
AJ Allmendinger,
3 are full-time, the other one's a non-charter.
2 cars, 6 of the top 10 come from group number 2. Now make that 7, now make that 8. Let's give you a top 10 rundown. Out of group 1, Shane Van Gisbergen still the fastest overall.
I'll do it myself. SVG is P1, Chase Briscoe 2, Willie B is 3. Ross Chastain now moving up to 4th place. Ty Gibbs, so lots of Group 2 drivers moving on up, except Willie B. He's still holding strong there in P3 in Group 1. But lots of Group 2 drivers in the mix of things right now. Kyle Larson in 9th. 10th is Ryan Preece. Reddick is in 7th. Hocevar's in 6th or 8th. And then you got some other drivers. You got Bubba Wallace, Michael McDowell, Zane Smith, Daniel Suarez. So lots of drivers in this Group 2 session. The ones that have the lower laps are the ones that are in Group 2. And you can see also the yellow to the right is their drivers. So there's that.
Here's Shane Van Gisbergen by nearly 0.2 of a second. That Penske Ford right off the truck appears to have some pace. It's the Menards Dutch Boy colors this weekend for Ryan Blaney as he streaks his way through the S.
I'm looking for Bowman the Slowman to win at Chicagoland.
A couple of weeks when it comes to the talk shows on Sirius XM and various outlets is practice and qualifying, and the way NASCAR divides them into 2 separate groups, Group 1 and Group 2. This is my
favorite memory of Denny is at this racetrack when Tony Stewart moved him and beat him.
70% of it is your prior week's finish. 30% of it is where you are, where the car number is in the NASCAR Cup Series point standing.
The only Joe Gibbs I know is the football coach. Well, he is. That's who he owns the race team, Dr. DeLay. Joe Gibbs Racing is the Joe Gibbs coach of the Redskins. So yes, all I can prescribe to you is more football and baseball. But yes, he is the owner of the Joe Gibbs Racing. He moved to racing after all that was over with.
The racetrack is clean. It's already rubbered in a little bit. This is closer to what racing conditions are going to be, and people will tell you that being in Group 1 might be a 10-spot.
And Blaney is putting himself back out there like he did last week. Ryan Blaney now takes over that top spot from SVG from to P3, and Reddick is there too as well.
We don't know yet. We won't know until qualifying, but Van Gisbergen, after that 38th place finish last week in San Diego, he was relegated down to Group 1, and that is a disadvantage.
Yep, so we'll see how it all shakes out in qualifying, as again, it's been 3 drivers here in Group 2 who have jumped to the top of the charts. You mentioned Ryan Blaney at a minute 15.8.
Yeah, that rain's coming, John Hunter. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate it. Dr. DeLay says that's awesome.
He's not the most comfortable on these road courses, but you are seeing some progress being made. Obviously, it helps Brad. The Toyotas across the board have had pace just about everywhere that we.
Oh, don't tell me what happens on Night of Champions. I'll have to watch that later.
Or that second place finish on the bumpy streets at Naval Base Coronado. Bubba Wallace appears to have a pretty good race car underneath him here in practice at Sonoma.
You convinced me that Gibbs' story should be a movie, Cody says. And look at Lawson in P7. 7th place for Lawson.
Here at Sonoma Raceway. In fact, we see a lot of drivers running nose to tail, but it is Chase Elliott and Chris Buescher who have been very, very strong on the road races as they make their way through the left-hander.
Bubba the 3rd. Yep, Bubba the 3rd place. 2:23.11. 2nd and 3rd, taking off where they left off last week.
Turn 4, and it'll be a hard right-hander there on the brakes. Drivers exit wide there to hit the rumble strips. It's a quick run through the short chute here as Chase Elliott is about 2 to 3 car lengths ahead of Chris Buescher. Buescher does not try to outbrake him there, takes it lightly through turn 7. As they get down the hill into turn number 8, as Ryan Preece behind him smokes his tires.
They will slalom. Here comes Chase Elliott, left-hander of turn number 7. He's got the right-hander of turn number 8. Then he dips down the hill. It's like going down a slide. And a
very cool 500 start for the dinger. I got an emoji for that one. Let me see those 16s.
Laps ago, Chase Elliott had Chris Buescher all underneath that rear deck lid. Now this time through about 4 car lengths separate the 2. But again, 2 laps ago, Chris Buescher was getting very racy with Chase Elliott.
And Joe Gibbs as a Super Bowl champion, yes, and a NASCAR Cup champion as well. A NASCAR Cup champion owner and also a Super Bowl champion.
up the hill where it looked like that car bottomed out, but after he got it regathered, he has now posted the second fastest lap.
Thomas says Brad Gailey is a dweeb, y'all, from PRN. I don't know him. I don't know.
Joey Logano and Kyle Larson heading down the hill towards you in turn 4.
And they have been in this formation for quite a while here. Larson was charging in Logano the lap or two ago.
Yeah, 15 more minutes left in practice. 15 more minutes left.
They're looking to snap a big winless streak. Logano trying to turn the season around. Both cars look smooth right now.
And now they're going to head down the S's. Joey Logano, right-hander of turn number 7, left-hander of turn number 8. Kyle Larson chasing him down the hill. Larson, second fastest overall in this second. Joey Logano, 12th fastest. They go to the right-hander of 10.
5 car lengths just 1 lap ago. That's where it somewhat remains. Joey Logano makes his way to the entrance of turn number.
What if I bring it over here? Does that, see if that makes the audio a little more? Yeah, it does. It still picks it up. That's so weird.
Tell you what, Brad,
So weird.
Cars look a little more planted than maybe group number 1. And to your point of group number 1 cleaning off the racetrack and ultimately laying down a little bit more rubber. It does
Bubba Wallace in that Robin Hood paint scheme.
From some drivers, because Wendy Venturini talked to Shane Van Gisbergen, and he said, I'm struggling with rear grip. Connor Zillage struggling with rear grip. So it is very slick out there, but the lap times are picking up and the speed.
14 minutes left. 14 minutes left in Group 2. And the ones that have the lesser laps are your Group 2 drivers. And you got the ones that say 15 and 11. Those are your Group 1 drivers. You can email Denny Hamlin, guys. Email him and tell him what you think of him.
Right-hander of turn 4A, Doug.
He's coming down the hill now in the Delaware Light Chevrolet there. Blue and light blue with some red accents.
That's crazy, Sherry.
As he streaks by me now, goes down the brakes, and is going to make the hard right-hand turn to set up the quick left-hander to begin the S's out of 7 into 8.
Yep, last 4 races here at Sonoma Raceway has not finished outside of the top 10. Michael McDowell, good road racer as he bends it to the right through the S's. Looks to be a little.
But Blaney still continues to lead here
down the hill, sets up
with a 75.808. SVG now down to 6th fastest, so maybe SVG was knowing that his speed was not going to be that good. Chris Butcher, my dark horse for tomorrow, guys. Chris Butcher, my dark horse. I decided to take him. What's up, Glenn? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out, Glenn.
Chris Butcher got around Chase Elliott. He passed him.
Qualifying next here in about 12 minutes, then a 20-some minute break. And then we will have qualifying here.
Chase right now buried down to the 19th position. He's turned 8 laps.
Final schedule last night. Start for Braves tonight after latest schedule starts at 7 Central. Yeah, I couldn't do the race last night, the game last night, guys. It was just so late, and I didn't get back in time, and then I had to get up this early this morning, so could not do it. Do apologize. There's more to come, though. There's more rubber on the track. Exactly, Cody. But, I mean, he knew that, too. I mean, he knew that going into it, that SVG said I could have been faster to be up there. Of course, True TV doesn't do side-by-side. And Amazon, when it was on Amazon, they didn't have any commercials.
Your top 5 here in practice at Sonoma Raceway: Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, and Shane Van Gisbergen.
All right, so there is that. Appreciate you hanging with us today, guys. My name is CeeLo. On the Go with CeeLo's our YouTube channel. Coming up next is qualifying from the Sonoma Raceway, and then after that, we will have you the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series for their race this afternoon, the Pit Boss Food Max 250 from the Sonoma Raceway, and SVG is on the pole. So look forward to seeing you guys. We'll have the bubbles and all that good stuff and hang out with you guys for this afternoon's race. And then I'm going to go see a movie. I'm going to go see Toy Story 5. Anybody seen Toy Story 5? You know, it's, you know, grew up with Toy Story. And definitely going to go check out that. Okay, I'm back. Tweeted also, MJ came out the line of retro Nike race gear for fans. That would be pretty cool too as well. Yep. And now we have a caution on the 21 Hyundai stalled on the track. Thank you there, Sherry, for keeping us up to date on what's going on over there at the Glen.
Our Cup Series before we qualify for the Toyota Save Mart 350. From Sonoma Raceway, this is PR.
All right, so just waiting here. Jake says, I heard it's good. Haven't seen it. Yeah. Rich, yo, CeeLo, my home stomping grounds, Sears Point. Still call it that. Yeah, that's right. It used to be called Sears Point Raceway. That's true. Dr. Lay said, Toy Story was good. Much better than 4, but not as good as 3. Okay, that's something to look forward to. I haven't seen it, Toy Story 5. Yeah, so we're hopefully going to see it tonight. You can't do time remaining, Jay says. Well, 56 minutes time elapsed. You can figure it that way if you want. Should be pretty soon, though. No, just regular. Just regular. That'd be pretty cool to see it on IMAX, though. But thank you guys for hanging with us. Thank you for appreciation of last week. I know I do. Not young, though. They're grown, but, you know. You've seen them on our vlogs. You've seen them. But sorry about last week, guys. After saying I was going to do the race, and then something came up where I had to go take care of some things, and I couldn't do it after the race. So luckily, you guys got to see it on the CW app. It's free on the CW. So I knew that you guys would be able to watch the race somehow, some way. Appreciate that.
Group number 2. Ryan Blaney, the fastest overall. In fact, the top 4 from group number 2 with Blaney, Larson, Reddick, and Bubba Wallace. Shane Van Gisbergen from group number 1.
So SVG back to 6th fastest now.
Also from group number
Got 8 minutes left there, Jay. 8 minutes left.
Yeah, how about the fact that
in the
16
practice
of the top 18 are drivers that are in group number 2. The only one that isn't is Riley Herbst, who's struggling for speed right now in 32nd. But yeah,
Blaney, Larson, there's Suarez. Where's my amigos? What's up, Eleanor? Good to see you. Praying for Triton next week. Prayers for Triton. The Pop City is one of our mods. Make sure you pray for Triton. He's got a big surgery coming up next week. Hosevar, where's Hosevar? Let's see where he is. Hosevar, he was up there. Where is he now? 16th fastest for Hosevar, and there's Denny as well, 17th. I'm impressed. But here's some of the other drivers. See a lot of Fords, not like last week. Well, you got that one Ford for Blaney, but then you got there's Busher and Logano. And then Priest, Zane Smith, Pagulin, and Austin Cindric, and then Brad Kozlowski.
But as fast as you can without burning off those rear tires.
The best road racers in all forms.
You wouldn't wait want a Marine vet to take off his shoes to count, Jay says. No, wouldn't want that to happen. 7 minutes and 16 seconds left here in Group 2 practice. Group 2.
Tyler Reddick, they're the 3 fastest right now in the 10-lap averages. I think that helps.
Yeah, we'll look at the lap averages after this is over. No, where that bully at, right? What about that, motocross? What about Noah and K-Mag last week after the race? We talked a little bit about it in our paint scheme preview. What about it? He was like, why'd you wreck me? He's like, why'd you wreck me? And then K-Mag said, you know, go. I'm not going to say what K-Mag said, but it went back and forth like that. He wouldn't answer Noah's question. Why'd you wreck me? He never said anything. So that's interesting. Doesn't compare to your color commentary. Thank you, Hank. Appreciate that, buddy. What's up, Avengers? Good to see you. Yeah, he would have last week, but stuff happens, right, Glenn?
I want to talk about the speed differential as well, Nick. The fastest lap was a lap of 1 minute 15 seconds, .808. That was 94 miles per hour. But the last lap for Ryan Blaney, a full 2 seconds slower. We're seeing a good amount of lap time drop off as the tires start to wear, and we see that tire degradation. When that happens, that means drivers are going to have to manage. When drivers have to manage, well, we tend to see a lot better of a race out there, and we see
Ross Chastain, top 10 in 4 of the last 5 Sonoma races. It's a pretty good road course racer, and it's showing right now. Chastain's going to be in P2 here in just a second on the board when this updates.
And won the stage, so it's going to be, you know, kind of a chase.
You said he got punted. Yeah, we all watched it on the video there. Blocking someone whose fastest lap was 4 seconds faster. Yeah, Lizard. It's true. True that. K-Mag did have the fastest on the track at the end of the race.
Those are the questions we're going to answer on Sunday.
Noah isn't very educated in Europeans K-Mag mentally. Cole says. Yeah. K-Mag and Noah don't get along, apparently.
He was more like dirt tracking it around there as he was making a left turn with the wheels turned to the right as that car was sliding around. But he stayed on course, and I think that is a tough.
So glad you guys enjoy the chat every weekend. We're a community that loves hanging out with each other, guys. 4 minutes to go. Make sure you're bopping that like, trying to get to 200 likes. We're at 300 now.
Been very aggressive. There's a slight dip right before the entrance to turn number 11, and when he hits it, it looks more of an aggressive dip and a lunge for that car than anybody else. But I've been watching.
I think this Ryan Blaney car is the same car that ran at San Diego. Glenn says, good channel.
Ryan Blaney now goes back up the hill.
That K-Mag deal was funny. He wanted to throw punches, but they told Noah not to. If he wanted to, keep his ride. Ooh, really? Interesting. Didn't hear about that.
Before they go down the hill and head down to turn 4A, which is where Doug Turnbull picks him up.
And right now, as he's down that hill, he's going to get on the brakes now as he sees a Toyota sign for a brake marker. Then back on the gas again as he slides through.
Probably also, if you think about it, that they didn't want that to happen because they didn't want other folks from other series coming over, not wanting to come over here and race because of that. Right here, called Papa, Maurice says. There's Chase, 19th fastest, Chase Elliott. He ended up proving pretty well last week, considering the run he had last week in San Diego. But Chase there, 19th fastest with a 76.51.
That was a very good lap for Chase Briscoe last time through as well.
Chase Briscoe now coming back around, still looking for his first win of the season. He'll make the left-hander in turn number 1. He heads up the hill.
California, Glenn.
Has a white and blue paint scheme with Columbia.
Not sure if it was real or just afterwards drama. It was real.
XSE as Briscoe now goes through what we'll call the saddle section of the racetrack. Kind of a dip before it goes back up the hill to the highest point of the track. That's turn number 4. Now he'll start to go downhill toward 4A.
Yeah, imagine diving right into the throat of a turn there when you're going downhill on the brakes. Chase Briscoe does there. The runner-up at San Diego.
Ryan Blaney. I don't know why they got Chastain. He was second fastest. Now he's back down to 7th. He was second fastest there for a little bit. Who's my pick to win today's race? SVG. Or did I say Connor Zilic? I think I said SVG. I think I did a sweep of SVG this weekend. And that number 9, Junior Motorsports. You missed the good old fights of the past, Rich. The turn 4 Bobby Allison fight with Cale Yarborough at Daytona. Back in the day. Ryan Preece.
Last lap for Chase
15th fastest, Ryan Preece.
1.6 seconds. That was actually faster than the last
NASCAR was first popularized by a fight in the infield at Daytona. Yes.
Yeah, but how about the speed for both?
Oh yeah, he is, Glenn. He's favored to win both races. He's got the best odds from both races. Just because of what happened last week. Jinx again, Martha says. Host of hosted the Dale Jr. download while June was on vacation early in Sonoma. Yep.
obviously gives an opportunity for the driver.
Yeah, him and
come to pit lane and make some
Heim Time going at it all week on Twitter. That's another one.
He is still down in the 19th position.
Hocevar said he buy Heim a t-shirt.
Nick, let's take a look at the point standings as well in that battle. Tyler Reddick now leads by only 8 points over
8 points.
5 races ago. It was a 129-point advantage for Tyler Reddick when they left Watkins Glen.
Due to snow across the U.S. Yeah, a lot of cars are doing double duty. A lot of the cars they ran last week.
In a 10-lap average, Reddick is 3rd quick. Hamlin is 5th quick, but how about that 15-lap average?
Yeah, in the 15-lap average, Denny.
We'll look at the lap averages here in a second.
Faster than Tyler.
Oh, I guess we can do it now.
3rd in 15-lap pace, Reddick down in 5th. In fact, your top 5 in that 15-lap pace is Larson, Briscoe, Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, and Tyler Reddick. So Denny Hamlin's car may not have that 1-lap pace, Brad, but the veteran, and we see this on the ovals too. Denny Hamlin maybe not really fast at the drop of the green flag, but once we get throughout the course of a tire run, he knows how to take care of these Goodyear tires better than just about anybody in this sport.
Yeah, he does for sure. So let's give you a rundown as practice has concluded. Ryan Blaney, the fastest overall.
All right, I'll do that. 1 second, y'all. Let me mute. 1 second. We'll go through the lineup right here. Ryan Blaney, the fastest on the track. Ryan Blaney, the fastest on the track. We'll see how that goes. Kyle Larson in 2nd, Reddick in 3rd. Look about Kyle Larson, 2nd fastest in practice last week and 2nd in fastest in practice this week. Bubba Wallace is in 4th. 5th is Ty Gibbs. 6th is SVG. 7th is Ross Chastain. 8th is Chase Briscoe. 9th is AJ Allmendinger. 10th is William Byron. 11th is Chris Buescher. 12th is Joey Logano. 13th is Michael McDowell. 14th is Daniel Suarez. 15th is Ryan Preece. 16th is Carson Hocevar. 17th is Denny Hamlin. 18th, Zane Smith. 19th is Chase Elliott. 20th is Cole Custer. 21st is Connor Zilic. 22nd is John Hunter Nemechek. 23rd is Christopher Bell. 24th, Austin Dillon. 25th is, 25th is Todd Gilliland. 26th is Austin Cindric. 27th is Austin Hill. 28th, Ty Dillon. 29th, Brad Keselowski. 30th is Alex Bowman. 31st is Ricky Stenhouse. 32nd is Riley Herbst. 33rd is Josh Berry. 34th is Noah Gragson, and 35th is Eric Jones. 36th is Cody Ware. Noah Gragson only did 5 laps of practice. He will not qualify, so he will finish dead last today as he has an engine issue. So there is that. Let's go look at the lap averages. We kind of looked at them just for a second there, but let's take a look at the lap averages. And for your overall, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney, your top 3. And then we go to the 5-lap average. You got AJ Allmendinger. Wow. Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs. And then your 10-lap average, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin. We talked about the 15-lap average. Look at Denny Hamlin, 3rd fastest in the 15-lap average. That's pretty dang good. Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe. But you know what's weird about all of this? Not one SVG at all, y'all. Not one SVG. Then here is your 20-lap average. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe. Your 25-lap average on a long run. If we did go a long run, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin. What the heck? Jeremy, what are we seeing here with these stats? No SVG, and there it goes. It takes it away. Let's go back to the leaderboard. Does it have still the lap averages? No, it does not. Let's see. Does it have the lap averages still? No, they got rid of them. So at least we got some of them. So there we are. Now we're ready for qualifying. But SVG, nowhere to be found. I'm off to sleep. All right, see you, Glenn. Appreciate you popping in here. We'll see you later on when you wake up tonight. But we are out of practice and now qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series. We'll let them chill for a little bit. Qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series. We'll bring that right there. And here's how they're going to qualify for this week. So you got Connor Zilic 1, Noah Gragson 2, Austin Hill 3, Cole Custer for SVG. We'll see how long SVG's time holds up. 6th is Ty Dillon. 7th is Ricky Stenhouse. 8th is Christopher Bell. 9th is Josh Berry. 10th is Brad Keselowski. 11th is Alex Bowman. 12th is Cody Ware. 13th is William Byron. 14th is Austin Dillon. 15th is Todd Gilliland. 16th is Austin Cindric. 17th is John Hunter Nemechek. And 18th is Eric Jones, as we are in Group 1. Group 1. Group 1. Let me trim this a little bit and let you listen to this.
Yeah, I made the old Echo Park Automotive car a little dirty, so sorry about that. Maybe when we get them to come clean it up here. But, I mean, it's good and bad. I feel like we got speed in the race car, but it's not very comfortable right now. Turn 2, as I showed right there, that's probably the biggest problem area, but it's just kind of the way the car's kind of laying over. So got a little bit of work to do, I think. Like I said, good thing is at least we're not doing that and slow. So we got speed. We just.
All right, I'm gonna sit down now.
Is there one particular area of the racetrack, or a lot of the turns for you?
2 is really
1
bad.
week from yesterday. Well, happy early birthday.
You know, turn 4 is kind of the same thing, but 2 is just you come up over the rise and there's not a lot of grip there anyway. So. Yeah, I'll go study it a little bit, try to figure out what we do, see if we can improve it for qualifying.
Right, CeeLo.
Yeah, see if we can just at least put a good lap in.
All right, thanks for your time, AJ. AJ's running that Echo Park green paint scheme, which when asked in the media center if that was bad luck for green being known in the Motorsports Garage area, and he said no, it's the same,
All right.
same color as money, so he likes the green car.
I love it. That's right. We love Echo Park Automotive. Qualifying is going to get underway. We reported earlier that Noah Gragson would not qualify due to brake issues. Apparently,
Great stats. Thank you, Hank. CeeLo forgot to tell you something. My birthday got you on that one. Z-Man, is he the #1 speed? No, Martha, he's going first in qualifying. Well, the top 18 cars will be on the track together. 18 cars will be on the track together. And we'll see what happens. 18 cars on the track together. Make sure you're bopping that like, y'all. Trying to get to maybe 400 folks in here. Share the stream. Tell a friend. But this is on True TV. Qualifying on True TV for the Toyota Save Mart 350. Should be a good time today. Make sure you join us today for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. The Pit Boss Food Max 250 from the Sonoma Raceway. We'll have that for you guys. Flag to flag coverage. So we rolled right from practice to qualifying, I see. Yep, rolled right into it. All right, Donald. See you, buddy. See you later. Will I be running the sim version? Yeah, I guess the bubbles. Yeah, the sim version. Hopefully it worked last week, so we'll see. It worked for the Cup Series last week. It wasn't working on my iPad, which was weird, but it did work on the website. So I don't know what happened there. But we'll have all that for you guys to see. Have a good time. Green Moto Cleat is a blast from the past. That's right. Drivers need to act like Cleat during interviews. It's much more fun to watch, Motocross says. These guys are all business, you know. But thanks for hanging with us, guys. We're about to do qualifying here for the Toyota Save Mart 350. Coming up next, you let all these cars chill out for a little bit, calm down and cool. Well, AJ looking slick with those glasses and that slick back hair. As soon as he gets off his helmet, there must be someone there to do his hair. Put some gel in there, wet it down. Get those glasses on. Too vanilla. So CeeLo, Kevin says, just drop the like and I'll see you for the race and Sunday. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll see you then. Trying to get to 150 on the likes. 150 on the likes. Subscribe to the channel as well up there.
Reporter Wendy Venturini, who is trying to catch up with a few drivers before we are going to roar to life, Brad, and set.
And we get to 56,000. We're going to do another giveaway.
Wendy, who you got downstairs?
And I got to get to the post office. I have not been able to get to the post office to cement all our giveaways.
tonight.
I have. If you haven't got your giveaway yet, I do apologize. Lots of stuff has happened that I didn't want to happen, but we will definitely get those to you. I promise you that.
I think we just got to work on getting it to last a little
Qualify.
bit. I think some of that, is we can work on the car a little bit. Some of that I can change up some stuff to try to, have the tires last a little bit more for a race run. But yeah, overall can't complain with the pace in it. Just got to tweak it here and there for
Very soon, Laverne.
but hopefully we can lay down a decent lap right now and get a good start spot for tomorrow.
Is there any particular turn or area of the racetrack that you feel the best at?
The best. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to kind of figure that out. I feel
No, they slide from practice right into qualify. Yep, same stream. We just do one big stream.
Turn 7 in the back. I feel like I'm pretty good. Some of the other areas.
Miss Tom here?
But as of right now,
I didn't see Miss Tom.
Strong suits. And we'll try to work on the other
I
areas.
don't see Miss Tom.
Thanks for your time. That's Ryan Blaney, who continues to debrief with his team. It's interesting to talk to these drivers about where they feel confident and not so good.
They got to give the cars about 25 minutes to cool down to make it fair for everybody.
All right, thank you very much.
Who are you pulling from the All Rally race? I said SVG, and my dark horse is Sheldon Creed.
Final road race for the NASCAR
Dark horse Sheldon Creed, only because Sheldon Creed's got the Pit Boss sponsorship on his car.
20-minute session as well. During that 20 minutes, the cars can go out onto the track at any time and go out there and make their fastest
So
lap.
two 20-minute sessions for qualifying, and you'll see like last week, nobody went out until the last 3 minutes.
Record. That happens with Group 1. Same thing for Group number 2. At the end of it, they take the combined speeds from both groups, and that sets the lineup. Bigger question, Nick Yeoman. Shane Van Gisbergen was 5th fastest overall, fastest in Group number 1. Could he be the driver winning the pole? Could the pole come from Group 1? Or
I thought so too.
Going to be the faster.
And if you joined us late, Wendy Venturini talked to Shane Van Gisbergen, who's putting his helmet on right now, about to climb in the cockpit of that Red Bull Chevrolet. And he wasn't necessarily happy with his race car, but I don't think anybody is. I think that long pause we heard from Ryan Blaney when Wendy asked about what his favorite part or where the car feels the best on the racetrack kind of says it all. There's a lot of drivers struggling for grip. Before we fire the engines and start qualifying, let's go out and visit with our turn announcers. Doug Turnbull, you said there's some final preparations being done on the racetrack here before we go qualifying.
Well, as we all covered here, Nick, you're absolutely right. At the beginning of that Group A practice session, there were several drivers that got off course there as they were trying to figure out the grip levels in the early turns. We saw A.J. Allmendinger at the very end of the Group B session make an excursion there off of turn 2 or turn 3. And I've seen the
Yeah, it's on True TV, guys. Amazon is over with.
Where the marbles kind of build up when people jump on the tires there into the track, and make sure it's all brushed off so everybody kind of has equal conditions as much as possible here for this qualifying.
And Michael Young, we had an incident in turn number 10 early on practice involving Eric Jones. Seems like that part of the racetrack and the run down to the hairpin a little bit cleaner once we got everything cleaned up.
Yeah, I think once that rubber got laid down, everything's a lot better. We did have the blowers out, making sure that that little bit of runoff at the exit of turn number 10 where the drivers want to drop those left sides off into that dirt and then bring it back onto the race course. All of that has been blown off the racing surface as the drivers set up for that final hairpin. But the final left-hander of turn number 12, everything clean, green, looking forward to qualifying.
And the way they qualify here, they don't take a time at the actual start-finish line. They have what's called the alternate start-finish line, which here it is in turn number 9. That's where Eric Jones is coming through right now.
I wish NASCAR would stick to with one station to watch all the races. I would prefer PRN as well, but because it matches the bubbles.
So we've got Eric Jones, we've got Noah Gragson headed to you, Michael.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Noah Gragson will do in this qualifier. The simple fact that he's had to get those brakes fixed and had not a lot of practice time. As a matter of fact, he'll come back down pit lane. We have Stenhouse making his way through as Eric Jones makes his way across the start
this weekend.
So it'll be Eric Jones, the first driver on the clock, as he roars up the hill to the left-hander of turn 1. Now bends it to the right. That's where that race car gets very, very light. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now makes his way up the hill towards that same portion of the racetrack. As for Eric Jones, strong last month of the season, Doug Turnbull, as he heads down the hill into your view in turn 4.
And though road courses are not as forte there with the 20th place finish last
here are
week
the
in
point
San Diego. Eric
standings
Jones
for
looking decent on
the
this run
NASCAR
right now. He
O'Reilly
edges a
Auto
little too
Parts
wide, I would say,
Series
out of turn 4. It barely gets off of the tire barrier there. And now into turn 7A, he's on the brakes hard, exits a little bit wider than he wants to there as he begins the trip down the hill to turn 8.
Yeah, that 4A section can be a pretty tricky one. So can the S's as well. Eric Jones nice and smooth now as he makes the right-hander. And before the sweeping left-hander of turn number 9, that right-hander of turn 8, as he was going down the slide, he actually got off course just a little bit on the rubber strips. Now he heads to turn 10.
Yeah, a little trepidation, lifted several times as he made his way through the exit of turn 10, so still not comfortable in this portion.
Eric Jones out there right now. That Jones boy, Ricky's boy. Yeah, sorry about that.
So Eric Jones, first driver to turn a lap at a minute 17.574. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is also out on the racetrack as he heads down the front straightaway. He's going to go out and turn a second lap. Pat Patterson rejoins us as Stenhouse will greet you out of turn 1.
Driver 47 climbs the hill now down through the gearbox, grabs a gear, lets the car drift out to the left, stand back up on the throttle, maybe shift. Yes, he does. Car veers out to the right, now back to the left, heads to the top of the hill. Stenhouse out of the gas, now back to it again to 4.
The paint scheme on that number 47 Chevrolet, almost the same color as the brown grass out here, as Ricky Stenhouse Jr. powers out of turn number 4 there, goes through the short chute, acceleration on the brakes right now, down through the gears, hard right-hand turn through turn 7A, seems to hit his marks there as he goes right, left, right again toward turn 8.
Only a handful of cars out to qualify right now. That's Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., John Hunter Nemechek also on the circuit. Eric Jones coming out of turn number 10. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. goes down that slope toward turn number 9. He sets his car up for the right-hander of turn number 10.
Best start ever for Ricky Stenhouse was back in 2023 where he qualified 13th, and he said enough is enough, and he will bring that car back down to pit lane.
Yeah, one other car on the racetrack at full song. That's John Hunter Nemechek. He will roar across the alternate start-finish line to turn a lap. He'll do a minute 17.589. A little surprised, though, Brad, how empty the racetrack has been. We see Eric Jones bring his car back to pit lane. Michael touched on the fact that Stenhouse was out of the throttle and John Hunter Nemechek as well. So it was really 3 and done for the drivers.
Sorry, I had it on mute. Thank you, Martha. Appreciate that. And hopefully they'll keep all the drivers total here so we can see them all together. I think they'll probably get rid of this group 1.
They also showed some
lots of only 3 drivers out there right now.
Crew chief, there's a reason why they make the big bucks and strategize every single part of
I got it, David. I got it.
You think, okay, Christopher Bell, Adam Stevens, he knows he has a driver.
Thank you, Sherry, for updating us. Always keeping us track.
On his wrist every single week to make sure that they really isolate that, help manage and maintain.
Trying to get to 150 on the likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. Subscribe to the channel as well. Trying to get to 55,700 today.
Have to have any other cars around him, not have to have anyone interrupt his lap. In fact, Christopher Bell is now coming down the S's at speed. He's going to hit the alternate start-finish line. That's when the clock starts for Christopher Bell as he dips down the hill toward turn number 9. It's a left-hand corner, and he is sliding around this racetrack, sets it up for the right-hander of 10.
Well, let's see what C. Bell can do. The wind has certainly died down. It was pretty strong during his session coming from the northeast. Now it's coming from the southeast, but not nearly as gusty. Makes that hairpin and that right-hander of turn number 11. Here comes Christopher Bell back into the throttle. You can hear him make his way through the gears through turn number 12.
Christopher Bell out there qualifying. Remember last week he didn't qualify.
Performance has to remain strong as Christopher Bell heads up the
Not as bumpy either of a course compared to, I forget how to super chat. Hank, hit that little $sign next to the chat button.
Right as he heads through 3A and heads up towards 3B now. Bell, good smooth lap through here as he tops the hill and heads to 4.
I would guess the hardest part for driving with the wounded left wrist. For
C. Bell. Where's my Bell fans? Where's Big Wade at? Let me see those 20s.
Coming out of turn 4A and then hard on the brakes again for that hard right-hander into turn 7A. Doesn't look too out of control there. Looks like the tires are under him, guys.
Here comes C. Bell heading down the hill.
C. Bell.
Turn number 8, turn number 7.
We see those Bell fans out there. Christopher Bell.
Gets the front end just a little bit sketchy as he goes back.
He's in the green to take the pole.
Let's see how he attacks turn number 10. He'll be out of the throttle. We'll call it 1 and done.
Being faster than that Jones boy.
Number 20 20 back to pit lane.
And for good reason, Michael. A minute 15.814 easily shoots Christopher Bell towards the top of the charts. So it is Bell, Jones, Stenhouse, Nemechek, and now
Bell,
Noah
Jones,
Gragson.
Stenhouse.
Number 7. We'll watch him blitz through the S's and give you a lap time as he's headed towards the alternate start-finish line. The 5th driver that we have seen out here in qualifying after getting those brakes repaired. Gregson across the timing line. Will he do any better than 5th? He'll move up a spot. He'll go 4th at a minute 17.347. Qualifying rolls on here from Sonoma Raceway as Christopher Bell sits at the top of the charts.
All right. Do you think Christopher Bell stays with the pole? Let me see in the chat, guys, yes or no, as we only had 5 cars go. We got lots of other cars in this group 1 that haven't gone yet. They're probably going to wait till like 3 minutes left to go. Does Christopher Bell hang on to this pole right now? A lot of cars have not gone yet, but let me see in the chat. Lizard King says no chance. Lizard King playing the Vince McMahon song in the background. No chance. Let's see. Laverne says, thank you for everything you do. You're welcome. Your neighbor says, hell no. No. And Martha says, maybe. We'll see. But right now, Christopher Bell, the fastest, Jones, Stenhouse, Gregson, and then John Hunter Nemechek. We got lots of cars to go yet. As SVG still holding out there as he is these 18 cars right now are the only ones going. All these guys are going to make at least maybe 1 or 2 laps. We'll see what happens here.
0.814. Still waiting for drivers like Connor Zillich, Shane Van Gisbergen, and more, and go out and qualify here at Sonoma Raceway. This is Pete.
All right, so just waiting here to see who jumps out first and who is going to take over here and see if they can get out there. But like I said, last week, nobody was on the track till like 3 minutes left of the qualifying time. They want to make sure that car is well cooled off, but enough to cool off again and get back out there. So possibly, you know, these 4 or 5 cars that are running right now, Austin Hill is now back out there as well. See if he can learn from his mistake last week. Some people said it was his fault. Some people say it was SVG's fault. Some people said that SVG should have slowed down, but he didn't think that Austin Hill was slowing down. So lots of back and forth on that this week and discussions on what was actually going to happen. I'm sure SVG is fired up after last week. I'm sure he is. He did his interview. He said he left some more on the track again, so that he could have done faster. So we'll see what happens. But Austin Hill won last week's O'Reilly race, that long 6 hour race with all those delays. He said that he talked to Rowdy in the car and said, Rowdy, give me some more horsepower.
Trying to turn things around after a tough stretch this rookie season. Connor Zillich gets through turn number 4, points it straight right off of exit and away for the tire barrier. Now he's hard on the brakes. Austin Dillon ahead of him there, hoping that doesn't stymie his progress there as he winds up to speed here in that WeatherTech Chevrolet.
Connor Zillich now heading down the hill through the S's. It's a right. It is a left in turn number 7. They hit the right-hander of turn number 8. They slope down the hill. Zillich does have a car in front of him. He hits the alternate start-finish line, however. Michael Young will see if he's going to be one and done or go for another lap.
Well, it looks like he's still in the throttle. He has Austin Dillon in front of him as he starts to check up now. So Connor Zillich will bring it back to pit lane. Let's see how he did on that qualifying lap.
Yeah, it was a decent lap at a minute 16.323, but certainly looked like Austin Dillon being in front of him might have impeded him just a little bit. So it's not fast enough to knock off that fast lap from Christopher Bell, who still sits at the top of the charts, Brad, at a minute 15.814. Then it's Zillich. Austin Hill also turned a lap north, or I should say south of a minute 16 at a minute 16.547. Then it's Noah Gragson and Eric Jones.
Nick, Christopher Bell is a great road racer. He has proven that by taking checkered flags, turning left and right. He has a fractured left wrist and has still turned almost the fastest lap of the day right now, and his lap was a half second faster than Connor Zilic. That says a lot.
Mighty impressive for Christopher Bell. Certainly we know the pace of those Toyotas. And, I touched on it, Brad. He's 12th in points. So with 8 races to go before the chase cutoff, Christopher Bell cannot really afford to lose a lot of points. So obviously a lot of things that he is dealing with, a lot of adversity, and then certainly dealing with the healing of that wrist. But hard not to be impressed with that lap that he laid down here in group number 1 of qualifying.
I think we're going to have a land rush here pretty soon.
All right. In the pin message above, guys, is the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race next. You'll be redirected as well, but we'll have that for you guys at 4 o'clock Central, 5 Eastern. Make sure you're checking that out for us. But C. Bell right now on the pole. C. Bell. Fractured wrist and everything. And look, Zilic as well. P2. Austin Hill picking up where he left off last week in P3.
I think you're absolutely going to see him start to line up at the end of pit lane. In fact, Josh Berry's been down there for about
7 minutes left, and there's a yellow flag for some reason.
Pull out on the racetrack, but he's just kind of sitting there and waiting, and we did get a view of the debris that is sitting on the racetrack. I don't have a clue what that is.
There's some debris on the track, so we have a yellow flag.
Nick, it looks like a water bottle. I'm not positive. It actually came out of Christopher Bell's car, or as he came up here to just ahead of turn number 2. The crew's up here picking it up right now.
Yellow flag. Well, I can have lunch or a nap, or both. Exactly.
And by the way, throwing a water bottle out of your race car is perfectly okay. You hear NASCAR lore, and yes, it's actually happened, that drivers might take roll bar padding and throw it out onto the racetrack, hoping to get a caution for debris. Yep. Water bottles get thrown out.
Water bottle? I don't think that's a water bottle, though.
During a pit road exchange, that
oops, water bottle out the window. LS says.
The old one goes.
LSC.
Somewhere on the racing surface. So
appreciate you guys are trying to get the 150 on the likes. Trying to get to 200 if you help us out. 200 likes to end the stream.
Flag is now up. We have gone back to green.
All right, back to green flag.
To go here in Group 1 qualifying as we are still waiting. See Cole Custer. He's made his way down to the pit exit lane. Noah Gregson.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars left in 8 cars that have not gone yet. These 8 cars right here.
Noah's going to keep that car in reverse. He's going to bring it all the way back down pit lane going the opposite direction. Now he finds drive, and he's going to pull over to the left to get behind Josh Berry. Let's go down to our Napa Auto Parts pit reporter, Wendy Venturini.
Well, you were just talking about Noah Gregson. He was just backing up right in front of us. He did come over the radio, said the track felt a little bit sketchy for him after his brake issue that they continue to work on. But I'm positioned right in front of Christopher Bell's car. He's the fastest right now in this qualifying group. He sits in the car with the window net up. They are aware something came off the
Christopher Bell just sitting in the car just in case.
A water bottle, but the team members are just they watched the video replay too because I think they were curious as well. But Christopher Bell quiet on his feedback on that qualifying lap, but I do know with that wrist it was switched out. The brace feels good. No negative feedback on how he feels in the race car with the new wrap that he has put on in the brace since San Diego.
All right, so Noah Gregson went out just shortly after Shane Van Gisbergen. Van Gisbergen, he is now headed down the hill. He's going to wrap it around turn number 8. He'll hit turn number 9. That is going to be the timing line. The Red Bull Chevrolet now under the clock to make his qualifying lap. Van Gisbergen has already won the pole for the O'Reilly race. He's trying to do it for the Cup race as well, Michael.
Only one car ahead of him, and that's Cole Custer as Shane Van Gisbergen begins a qualifying lap. He'll get himself set up for that hairpin of turn number 11. Woes that car down and now begins to make his way.
Not finding the number sign beside the chat to send the support. Hank, it's right next to. I'll hold on. I'll just 1 second. I'll do it for you.
Gisbergen trying to top the minute 15.8 lap set by Christopher Bell. Let's swing it around. Pat Patterson as SVG heads up to 1.
Yeah, 10 stories straight up into the sky here. Bring that car down into second gear. Lets the car veer out driver's left. Pulls on the wheel back to the right now and sets up for what will be turn 3B as he gets back in the gas as hard as he can. Car steps out a little bit, but not much, Doug, as he heads your way.
It's the time to do it when the tires are newest. Shane Van Gisbergen hard on the
I don't know if I can put the link in there.
Pointed straight immediately on exit down the short chute here as now he's high through the gears and down through them again. On the brakes and to the right as he turns through turn 7A. They kick that
just stop by to drop a like. Appreciate it, Chris. Thanks so much, Chris. We're we're trying to get super chat going for Hank. He can't find it. It's a $sign right next to it.
He will slope down the hill to the timing line. That is turn number 9. Shane Van Gisbergen making his first
SVG on the track, y'all. Let's see what happens. Hank, I don't know if you have an Android or not. If you have Android or Apple phone.
Working through the hairpin portion of the course, back down through the brakes, and now back up through that gearbox.
SVG.
But that car planted. Here comes Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, that first lap was a warm-up lap. Now Shane Van Gisbergen is full song. Pat Patterson as he streaks to the left-hander of turn 1.
Yeah, and it's important to point out as he makes the corner here in turn number 2, he is going to run into a lot of slower traffic as he gets around to that side of the course. He works his way through turns 3 and 3A over to turn 3B now to the top. Doug, he's got a lot of traffic in front of him. I don't know if he's going to catch him or not.
If he does, it would be impressive. There are 3 cars that are exiting or entering turn 7 as he exits turn 4A right now at full speed. They are just babying around up to speed, and he is closing.
It's right here, next to the chat, y'all. Right here, Hank. Right next to the chat thing. Right next to the gifted thing, and right next to the chat. Oh boy, John Hunter being good. Yeah, right now he is. Well, he's 11th now.
A monster run for Shane Van Gisbergen.
SVG green all the way. He's about to go from 12th to 1st.
Nearly a second faster than
a half a second faster than Christopher Bell. Thank you, John Hunter, dropping that gold coin. Appreciate that.
Heading up the hill to you, Pat, in turn 1.
Here comes Byron.
Thank you so much.
Race car that we normally see him in, orange and white machine as he works his way through turn number 2. Pulls on the wheel, back to the right now. He's got Alex Bowman right behind him. Also Josh Berry working on his lap. Here's the 24, top of the hill, down to turn 4.
As it gains speed, he's got to get on the brakes hard. William Byron does for that right-hand turn. Exits it a little bit ungracefully there.
2:52 left in qualifying for the Group 1. Let's go SVG, Jared says. And look at that. Boom. New pole.
William Byron's got the orange.
New pole sitter. SVG. Carson for my dark horse. Willie B for the win, Laverne says.
Nick, William Byron crosses the alternate.
Trying to get to 200 likes.
Byron goes to 3rd. Alex Bowman goes to 5th. Michael Young, do they stay out on the racetrack with just under 2 minutes to go?
Well, it looks like William Byron wants to get another lap in. Indeed, he does. Alex Bowman will do the same. So the 2 drivers from the
Bowman the slowman out there now. Where's Gator at?
Number 11. It's Alex Bowman, about 5 car lengths behind his team.
Bowman going against Reddick this week.
Gisbergen back out on the course, Michael Young.
And for Van Gisbergen, he is not finished yet. Can he eclipse that minute 14 and get down into the 13s? What a task that would be. Looks good as he makes his way through the turn 11 portion of the course, down to the left-hander of 12.
Christopher Bell, P2.
Josh Berry up to 6th. Look at that.
About 0.4 of a second.
The only Ford in the top 10.
We'll see who can catch him right now.
I didn't think Gregson was going to qualify, but it looks like he is.
Turn number 2 over to 3A and 3B. Right behind him, some 200 yards, is SVG. He works his Red Bull machine.
So Cindric Cindric's the only one that's not gone out there yet.
And that's a throwaway lap for him, Doug. However, SVG is able to stay out on the course, and he's moving your way.
But Bell's moving slow, or rather, Gisbergen moving slow too, as Brad Keselowski has to swing wide around them. Now they're getting back up to speed, but their laps are over. Our SVG and Christopher Bell as Keselowski's in front.
It wasn't a half a second, mate. He was 1 second faster than Bell. Well, when I looked at it, Nathan, it was a half a second. But yes, he is almost over a half a second.
Also back out on the racetrack, trying to make a fast lap.
74.912 for SVG. What's up, T. Lee?
He did not get a good first lap early in qualifying.
He did not, but he's got
Zilic,
a chance here at Shane Van
he's going at it now. He's got the fastest lap. He's in the green.
He came out right out of 2. I look like a red one. I can just now say, oh, it's Cody Ware. Yeah, Cody Ware just went off the race course.
Oh, Hank, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. And Hank, also last week, thank you for the Cash App as well. Everybody tell Hank, thank you so much. I got you Cash App. Appreciate that on Saturday. And thank you so much. Appreciate it, Hank. Thank you, buddy. for this the Cash App. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank everybody. Tell Hank thank you.
Connor Zillage fifth. We still have half a field to go, Nick, to qualify.
I'll give you that, Nathan says. Yep.
Across the timing line before the checkered flag came out, so his foot is still in the throttle.
Uh-oh, Cody Ware doing Cody Ware things as he's dirt roading it now.
That's correct. Yeah, they have similar looking cars.
Cody Ware doing Cody Ware things. Michael T from Cleveland, Ohio. Say, hey, CeeLo, brother. What's up, Michael? Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. SVG says, all right, I'll be back out there. Zillage scared him, I guess. Zillage there, P5 right now. We got a whole bunch of drivers left to go, though. This is only Group 1, y'all.
Right now, fifth here in Group number 1.
Group 1.
Gisbergen's in his way as they come to the alternate start-finish line. Van Gisbergen finally moves over. Not sure if that actually slowed teammate Connor Zillage, but that lap for Connor Zillage was not faster. He will still remain fifth quick.
Shane Van Gisbergen, P1 here in Group number 1. How about the run from Austin Hill, though, Brad? He's second quick. William Byron.
Austin Hill picking up, like I said, where he left off last week. Why is Cody wearing Cup? Feisty says, what's up, Feisty?
Sonoma Raceway.
All right, so SVG right now, Austin Hill, SVG back out on the track. As you see, the yellows to the right are where the cars are on the track. I'll scroll through here so you guys can see, but Cody Ware, after that spin, is the slowest. Brad Keselowski, 17th slowest, but that's no surprise there. I would say Josh Berry, biggest surprise right now in 10th. I would say Josh Berry, the biggest surprise right now in the top 10, but we'll see how he lasts, though, after. But right now, SVG P1, Austin Hill P2. Bubba will qualify P5. We'll see. Oh, SVG went spinning. Just trying too hard. SVG got a little loose, went around. And that is it for Group 1. We're now in Group 2. Group 2 now, as SVG was the leader. And that's one thing I like about this app. It doesn't put them all together. Let's see here if I can find my Group 2. All right, Group 2 qualifying. Christopher Bell went off-road as well. He was in the green. He was in the grass. Biggest surprise, Cole Custer in 9th. In 9th. See, I think it's showing practice is showing Group 2 instead of qualifying. Can you check the qualifying, please? Laverne, make sure you're live. Make sure you're live there. Make sure you're live, Laverne. Mods, why don't you message her in the chat and highlight her name and make sure she's live. Yeah, SVG may be trying too hard there. SVG with a 74.912. So that is the time to beat. And then we'll see what it looks like. It's showing Joey first. Well, no, this is Group 2 now. It changed over. This is Group 2. Group 2 now.
Patterson, Doug Turnbull, and Michael Young. Wendy Venturini has things covered for us on pit road as Group 1 qualifying is over. Shane Van Gisbergen in the fastest.
So we'll see who gets it here. The time to beat is a 74.912.
914. Group number 2 will go out. The combined speeds will all get set in order. Shane Van Gisbergen has not won the pole for this race yet, Nick.
Let's go downstairs to our Napa Auto Parts pit reporter, Wendy Venturini.
Good. Austin Hill down here just debriefing with his team. A great qualifying effort by you. How do you feel about that lap, and where else do you want some speed out of your race car?
Well, you know, during practice,
Oh, 1 second.
it's always tough. So I knew that we had a lot more potential in our car after practice. You know, where we stacked up didn't really.
You the man, no commercials. Yeah, we don't give you any commercials here.
And,
I can make a whole lot more money, but that's not what we're about here. I mean, I make enough with the views. So
extremely hard. start and be right on.
I don't know. Maybe we might start doing stage 1, stage 2, but nothing in between.
Like 3 different corners that I could have been better in.
We might just start doing that. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, or stage 2 at least. In the middle of it.
Yeah, looking back on
just to help CeeLo out a little bit.
Where I could have been a little bit better, but we were close, and that's all you can ask for when you come.
When there's no racing going on, probably the best time to do it. But no commercials here. We do not do the commercials here.
Feel good about it.
When you say,
but Willie B currently 3rd place.
At home, when you jump between the O'Reilly Series and the Cup Series, how would you describe that for the fan at home?
Well, I mean, for starters, the shift points are
Qualifying for the IMSA 6-hour delayed.
Different than the rally cars, so trying to figure out where my shift points are at. I hit the rev limiter a few times in practice just because I forgot to shift. And, you know, you're used to in the rally car having 4 gears, and this thing has 5.
Bulb head.
So, and then figuring out what gearing I need to be in certain corners is really, really tough. And then reminding myself or bigger brakes so you can get in the brake zones a lot deeper than you can the rally car. So all those things.
Appreciate all the love, guys. Thanks so much for hanging with us. We appreciate you. Coming up, Group 2 qualifying is next.
What I'm trying to juggle.
Group 2 qualifying is next.
You look pretty strong out.
And here's your drivers. So let's mute this really quick. Joe Logano, Tyler Reddick, Carson Hocevar, Chase Briscoe, Michael McDowell, Riley Herbst, Ty Gibbs, Brian Priest, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, Danny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Zane Smith, AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson. Who beats SVG's poll right here? Anybody? Anybody in this Group 2 beats SVG's time? Let me see in the chat, yes or no. And if it's yes, tell me who it's going to be. Does any of those drivers in Group 2 beat SVG's time? And if you put yes, put who's going to take it. Jake says Denny Hamlin. Okay. Thank you, Seal, all the way for the coverage. Thank you, Hank. Appreciate it. No one but McDowell is the fastest, Cody says. Hamlin. Wow. Dose says Hamlin as well. Man, that would be something. That would be weird. Lizard Singh says no way. Anybody else who thinks going to take SVG's number? Earl, what's up? Hit the sub button for CeeLo. That's right, man. To your 2 stores for giveaways and have good ones. Okay, I'll check it out, Earl. Doe says watch Byron. Jerry says Lawson. See how that goes. Anybody else with your picks? If you think someone's going to take SVG's time, let me see in the chat who it's going to be. Melon Man himself. Watch out, NASCAR. LSC says. Jake says Blaney. I was referring how it sounded like you and Denny's name. Oh, okay, gotcha. Bubba Wallace will beat him. Maurice says. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Johnny says, "Hey Jake, you crazy as hell, bro." Ryan Blaney go to the top of the board. Johnny says. Yeah, I think he was just messing around there on that one. Doe says Hamlin, Elliott, or Byron will take over the spot. We'll see. And 74.9. Do we see a 74.8? Or do we see just a couple thousandths of a second off? Do we see a 74.8 as SVG with a 74.9? Kelf says McDowell. No one's beating SVG in qualifying, unfortunately, Brandon says.
Like Kyle Larson,
anybody else?
Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain,
170 likes. Thank you guys so much. Trying to get to 200 likes.
First weekend for the in-season bracket challenge for the NASCAR Cup Series as well. The 5-race stretch, which will be broadcast on television by TNT, has drivers seated into a tournament-style bracket where they are pitted against another driver head-to-head. The driver in that bracket who finishes ahead of the driver that they're racing against will advance to the next round. We still see a
Reddick might be close, yeah.
Flag. We see a winner, but this is sort of an alternate race within the race that when it's all said and done at the Brickyard, one driver is going to win $1 million. Last year it was Ty Gibbs, but also you can go to Nascar.com right now and fill out your bracket, and if someone gets a
check on me if I ever chose Denny or Logano to win. I will. Chase Briscoe, Hank says. He mentioned say fortunately. He said money tired of Toyotas. Cody said. All right, so we got Bubba out there and Denny going first.
We'll see what we can do, and
see what these guys can do here.
Bubba Wallace is going to be the first driver to take time here.
Fords win Talladega. See Cody.
Up with Michael McDowell in the in-season challenge. Here comes Bubba, Michael, through turn number 10 on a flyer.
Well, let's see how Bubba does. Back end wiggles. That's where he's had the most problem, or at least in my portion of the course. So put those left sides at the exit of turn number 10. Nearly did that time through as Denny Hamlin makes his way through the hairpin portion as well. Bubba Wallace through turn number 12.
Runner-up last week at Naval Base Coronado in San Diego. Bubba Wallace makes the left-hander and heads up the hill to Pat Patterson.
Up those 10 flights as we talk about to the top of the hill. Right-hand turn here for Bubba as he works his way through turn number 2 over to 3A. Backs out of the throttle.
Bubba Wallace here. Let's see what happens.
Pointed to the top of the hill. Good solid work through this.
Anybody gonna email Denny and tell him what y'all think of him?
Because you're hard down the hill and then you got to get on the brakes, but get that car pointed straight at Bubba Wallace. Goes a little wider than I'd like to see out of turn 4, and he's hard on the brakes again to turn 7A. He's going to turn right through the turn, get it pointed straight early to approach that exit and get ready for the S's.
Yeah, that car looked a little herky-jerky coming down the hill. Bubba Wallace settles it back down. Right now tracking to be nearly a full second slower than Shane Van Gisbergen. And again, the time to beat here in group number 2 for pole position is going to be 1:14.914. And Brad,
yeah, he's the GOAT, Brandon says.
Oh, nearly loses it. He does. He'll spin as he exits turn number.
What's up, Emmy Racing? Good to see you, buddy. No, PRN. I'm listening to PRN.
As the left side's got off the race course.
Anybody besides me think Denny Hamlin spins out while qualifying? Possibly.
Back underway as he comes back to pit lane.
Nose of that Toyota Camry XSC a little shorter for Bubba Wallace. Now he's going to have have major repairs done for that. No matter where he qualifies, now he's going to have unapproved adjustments, and he will have to start at the tail of the field for the Toyota Save Mart 350. Denny Hamlin was also
17 minutes to go.
And Hamlin right now, I'm not seeing.
Yeah, don't tell me, Jake. Oh, that was Bubba.
Yeah, he was.
Bubba spun. Okay, I just missed that. It's a little way behind on True TV.
Take that one back to the garage.
But Bubba Wallace again.
But Denny Hamlin got out of
you just beat your favorite driver.
Essentially a warm-up lap. But we see a replay. Bubba Wallace just swung wide, left side Goodyear tires got into the gravel. It kind of swapped left, swapped right, and then ultimately nosed into the outside retaining wall.
Jake, was it the king of the ring?
He kept his foot in the throttle, Brad.
No, don't tell me, Jake. Just don't tell me.
That car just a little out of control.
Bubba again wrecks.
Yeah, and unfortunate for Bubba
in
Wallace,
qualifying.
he has damage to his car. For Denny Hamlin,
he was 2 laps down last week and he came back, so probably going to a backup car probably.
So that's actually tough.
It's in that spin, just got loose in that dirt and it went right around. Those right side tires were in that dirt. Bubba doing what he does, destroying fast cars. 20 more likes to 200. Help us out with those. Pop that subscribe as well.
Back into a spot on pit lane, and we will wait until the track gets cleaned up around turns 10 and the run down to 11 where Bubba Wallace had his accident.
Yeah, I see an Elgin sweeper out there, a couple of blower trucks trying to get this course blown off and cleaned up here at Sonoma Raceway, and then we can resume qualifying.
So we got a red flag with all the dirt on the track with Bubba put on there.
It used to be the clock would still run, and sometimes you can find yourself in an awkward position where if you waited too long, you might find yourself where you only have one opportunity.
Good morning from New Zealand, brother. What's up, Jack? Right now, this is Group 2. SVG is the fastest qualifier in Group 1. But everybody trying to beat that time, and right now Bubba Wallace is the only one that made a lap. He is not anywhere close. He's 9th fastest as of right now.
Sooner, because we've seen here in Group 1 and in Group 2 the majority of the field.
Smooth over move, Bubba. Smooth move, Bubba.
Brings the proceedings to a halt and does keep the clock stabilized with just over 7.
Well, hopefully we don't have any red flags tonight, because I don't know if I can deal with that.
Including Ryan Blaney, who was the fastest in practice overall about an hour ago. He has yet to go on the racetrack, and we will see if he can knock Shane Van Gisbergen off the pole.
John Hunter Nemechek, currently 6th place overall.
Here in the Golden State, here in
The race is going to be boring tonight. We'll see.
Sonoma Raceway. 71 degrees is the ambient temperature. Sometimes that can fool you. We've been here at Sonoma where it is felt about as hot as anywhere we go. We've been here at Sonoma where we've been wearing jackets. But Doug Turnbull, the weather conditions have kind of changed just a little bit. The temperature is still holding at 71, but what are you feeling out there right now?
It's starting to gust just a little bit. The wind is here.
Who is host favorite driver? LSC. I am a Denny Hamlin fan. Don't hold that against me. Been a Denny Hamlin fan for a long time before people started hating on him. But only got a couple more years, then who am I going to pick? My boy Bell ain't having a good year. Yeah, it's been bad luck for Bell for sure. Thank you, Dozy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dozy Flows.
Could be a factor for other drivers here, as they're going to be in a crosswind in my section here going between turns 4A and 7A.
Well, last week, Nick, Bubba Wallace actually had a problem on pit road.
Earl says no. Wait, what? Lizard King says?
Short 2 crew members that are on his full-time over-the-wall crew. We know 2311 has a great backup crew, however, and some crew members they can pull from that. They won last week with Corey Heim at Naval Base Coronado.
People liked Hamlin, yeah, long time ago.
Laps down in that race. Couple of cautions, got him the free pass twice, put him
back in the day, Lizard King.
They were able to race their way. They had a great opportunity.
My new driver is Hosevar. Very good, Cody.
Bubba Wallace with a
Hosevar
way up to the front and finished runner-up. So there's a lot that can happen here at Sonoma Raceway.
2 top 10 finishes. John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah, I mean,
stream it on True TV, Geo. True TV. And then the race will be on TNT tomorrow. TNT, True TV for practice and qualifying for the rest for the next 4 races. And then it'll go to NBC. NBC Sports. Jake, will it be practice and qualifying on NBC Sports? Or NBCSN or whatever the heck it's called for practice? And qualifying on NBC?
We just don't have any takers right now. Denny Hamlin's going to be the first one to go back on the track, and we'll let you know how his lap goes when we come back to Sonoma Raceway.
So right now we're just waiting. To be honest, I appreciate what Hamlin's doing at 45. Exactly. But right now we're waiting on the track to be cleaned up as Bubba wrecked. He is the fastest in Group 2, but he is 9th fastest overall. But SVG is the fastest lap so far, and that was in Group 1. 2 is Austin Hill, 3 is Willie B, 4th is Christopher Bell, 5 is Connor Zillich. Those are your top 5 Group 1 drivers. The Hurricane, the Little Intimidator. Cody says he'll win pretty soon. That Hurricane, that's right. So Bubba in the garage right now, being looked on. The hood's going up as well. All right, Denny Hamlin now back out there. We're back to green. We got 14 minutes left in qualifying. And then coming up next, where's Bowman? He's 7th overall fastest in Group 1. 7th overall fastest. But Denny Hamlin now on the thing too as well.
What's your earliest memory of racing? My first race was at Phoenix. It was still racing. And I used to sit on Rattlesnake Hill with my family. You have to get up really early in the morning, like I'm talking like 4 a.m. to get there first so that you can get a good spot. Do you remember the first time you were on air for PRN? I had asked Brad Gilly if I could shout him during qualifying. And the next thing you know, he looks at me and says, go ahead, you do the next one. I'm not even working, bro.
All right, so we'll see what happens here. Where's Bowman qualifying in? He qualified 7th overall right now. Denny Hamlin in that Yahoo email Denny. You guys can email Denny and tell him what you think of him. Sure, those emails should be fun.
Sign me up. Put me in, coach.
YoDenny11@yahoo.com if you want to email Denny Hamlin. YoDenny11 at. We got Twitter for that. Husker says exactly. But you can personally email him and tell him what you think of him. Tell him CeeLo said hi if you do.
Board. And Nick on Denny Hamlin's Yahoo Toyota Camry.
Yahoo!
It has an email.
Danny says a happy poop. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate that, man. Always good to have a happy poop, you know?
You can email Denny.
Always good.
His driving is.
Oh, I'm sure race fans won't abuse that throughout the course of the weekend at all. That's a nice little thing, though. I like that, and I'm
email him, y'all.
What type of feedback
Email Danny.
might get with that initiative.
Denny, not Danny. He doesn't want your email. But Denny does. There's Mr. Butcher. He's my dark horse. Chris Butcher last week, if the pit stops would have gone the way he should have won last week. But the pit stop frequency did not work where the Toyotas had it down pat. The Fords just missed it by just a couple laps.
Shift right here if you don't want to. You can blurp it a little bit as he does right now into turns 3.
Finished 6th last week. Finished 24th at Coda, but I think he wrecked.
Cars like Ty Gibbs and Riley Hurts right around him as Buscher is having a knife right through him there. I don't think it slowed him down any of that red and white Trimble Ford as he
SVG there, still the lead. Nobody out there right now breaking any records, I'll tell you that.
So Chris Buscher will hustle
Fire Bowman.
forward through the S's, followed by his teammate Ryan Preece.
12 minutes to go. We're going to start seeing a lot of action on the track here in just a second.
As he blitzes across,
Denny Hamlin now the fastest in Group 2. Logano's out there. Where's my Chrome Domes? Where's my Joey? Where's my Joey fans?
Yeah, I have a feeling Chris Buscher is going to want to have another attempt at that. We have 11 minutes left in qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series and the Toyota Samwelb 350 as Joey Logano has just gone to number 2 on the board. A minute 15.13.
Look at Chrome Dome.
Time to beat is Shane Van Gisbergen at a minute 14.914 seconds as we pause 10 seconds for station identification.
So Logano moving on up. Logano, where's Rowdy Bums? Rowdy Bums? Are you actually asking that? The 33, Austin Hill. Austin Hill actually qualified really well. He's 3rd overall right now, Austin Hill in that 33. But there's Logano now, first overall in Group 2, but 2nd overall total in both groups. Logano with a great run. Byron, he ran in Group 1. He was 4th overall now, fastest. Overall 4th fastest for Byron. Nice lap, Logano. Sorry about that, y'all. I had that off.
Briscoe, the runner-up to Shane Van Gisbergen a year ago.
Let's see what Briscoe do. He came runner-up to SVG, he said.
Briscoe makes that right-hand corner here.
Briscoe.
Out of the throttle just a bit.
22 on the front row. That's right.
Blue and white paint scheme on the number 19. Solid through this part of the racetrack as he heads to 4.
Hey, so where's Ty Gibbs? He hasn't qualified yet. He's still right there in 8th. He hasn't gone out there yet. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. Everybody's going to wait till the last minute to get out there. Last week for this mumbo jumbo. Ovals next week, guys. J-Lo, let's go. Linda says, what's up, Linda? Yeah, Ty Gibbs not out there, Eric. The legend in training, still waiting. Here's all your drivers that have not gone yet. Larson included, Blaney too as well, Allmendinger, Chastain, Osavar. Everybody waiting. Tyler Reddick now out there. Zane Smith, new champ. Yeah, Zamey's. Oh, wow. Why'd you tell me? No. Oh, Craig. Oh, well. I'm a little offended on the Chrome Dome comments, CeeLo. T-Man, I shouted you out in the vlog. Did you watch it? I shouted T-Man out. Chrome Dome. That's awesome, T-Man. What's up, buddy? I know.
hits the top of the
Ban CeeLo T-Man, very offensive. That's hilarious. Where's Briscoe? He's out there.
Turn number 4, right out next to the wall and down the short chute.
Briscoe's out there. Ty Gibbs now out there, Eric Church. Shout it out, T-Man. In the vlog, he got a shout out. Damn, you were recording it, my bad. It's all right. No, I was gonna just watch it on TikTok. I don't have that extra ESPN mumbo jumbo. What's up, Miss Tom? But it looks like I might have to because all the O'Reilly practice and qualifying is going to ESPN.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
What?
Carson Hocevar.
Hocevar has just jumped. And then Ty Gibbs too. Hocevar might have just jumped SVG here.
What a flex. He dipped that car right onto pit road.
The kid is so good. Whoop. Top of the board, baby. Yeah, top of the board, Group 1. Group 1. Now, in overall, Gibbs is P2. Overall P2. So Hocevar, boom! Look at that, P1 and P1 overall. Hocevar, Hurricane Hocevar on the pole. That's gonna piss off SVG. Man, all that practice does well, I guess. All that sim racing. You think eventually, like, NASCAR will tell these drivers you're not allowed to do that? You're not allowed to do that because it gives you extra. It gives you extra help. I bet eventually NASCAR tells them that they can't do the sim racing off the time because that's counting as extra practice that you shouldn't have. P1 for Hocevar. I could see it happening. I really could. There's Chase. He's out there, but Michael McDowell's in the green too as well. All Spire front row. Michael McDowell could be there too.
Best start for him ever back in 23. He started on the inside of row
McDowell, let me see those 71s.
Michael McDowell on a run, second time through.
2/100ths of a second separate Michael McDowell from Carson Hocevar. McDowell's back in it up the hill, Pat.
Michael McDowell picked him last week. I don't know, Lizard. I don't know how they would enforce that, but I just could see something like that happening.
Now gets the car pointed towards 3A. Again, a solid run.
Because, I mean, how much sim racing does Hocevar do? Like, he's on it all the time.
Hard on the brakes, right-hand turn.
Michael McDowell, P2, y'all. Overall, Hocevar and McDowell on the pole right now.
Shifting early, trying to get that car pointed correctly through the hard right-hander of turn 7A.
How would or could you enforce it? Exactly. I don't know how they would or do it either, Lizard King.
About 0.3 of a second to try to track down his teammate Carson Hocevar. Doesn't look like he's going to do it. In fact, Brad McDowell is out of the throttle, so he'll sit comfortably in second.
Carson Hocevar was sitting comfortably in his car, ready to go back out in case McDowell beat him. But we've got some other fast cars on the racetrack as well. Kyle Larson trying to make his first lap, and Kyle Larson coming down the S's. He's going to hit that alternate timing line. And for Kyle Larson, 5 times he started on the front row, 4 times he's won the pole. How fast does he go?
Oh, he just misses knocking Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, just missed it by what? 0.02 of a second? I like to build a race sim setup. Seems like real fun. Yeah, a lot of people do it. I don't have the time or the effort to do it.
Sits here with Carson inside the car waiting for the 71 of Michael McDowell, who just got split with Kyle Larson in this qualifying. The telemetry and being able to follow the teams as closely as we can on pit road. We knew for sure that Michael McDowell was going to be very close to getting the pole there. They gave him feedback that it was
4 minutes and 31 seconds left here.
Otherwise, he would have had it.
Who is going to get the pole?
Definitely the 71 of Michael McDowell. They are going to cool it down, and also the 77 of Carson Hocevar. He also
does seem like a lot of work.
Back out because he feels like somebody will go fast.
Hocevar.
A couple of cars to go out. AJ Allmendinger, the Echo Park Automotive.
Blaney Larson out there now. He's at P2. Look at Larson. Where's my Larson fans?
gets down in the gearbox, grabs another gear now, back up through it into 3A. Gets the car pointed to 3B. Green and white race scheme on that car. Doug is
Larson.
And ahead of him, Chase Briscoe out for another hot lap.
Larson Allmendinger is up there now. Allmendinger's in the green. Our golfers not allowed to simulate. Of course, they've never make it against the rules. It's just practice. Not to mention he uses the most basic setup crossfire. Yeah, true that. I'm just speaking out loud. I'm not saying that's happening. It's just a thought that crossed my mind.
In that green and white car, he blitzes across the line. Brad, he'll clock in 5th.
Did SVG go yet? Yes, Don. He had the pole overall, but right now he's down to 4th overall fastest. This is Group 2 drivers right here. They split it off for some reason. They don't let us see the whole thing.
He now goes to 4th quick on the scoreboard.
AJ, 4th quick.
2.5 minutes to go. Hocevar at 1:14.
So Hocevar, Larson, McDowell, SVG, Gibbs is your top 5 overall. Hocevar, Larson, McDowell, Allmendinger, Gibbs is your top 5 in Group 2. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left.
Shane Van Gisbergen is maybe running a risk of getting outside of the top 5. He currently sits.
And he said 2:15, so I'm 30 seconds behind on the TV.
He stayed out on the track to see if he could actually go faster.
NASCAR 5, Michael says.
Is coming down that hill once again.
2:27 to go here. What's up, James? Good to see you, James. Go down. It stops right here at 18. It doesn't let me see overall.
A lot of moving and shaking here. Just 90 seconds to go in qualifying.
Yeah, it doesn't let me see overall.
Coming down the hill right now. He has got the
What's up, everybody? Appreciate you hanging out. We got 2 minutes left in practice, or qualifying. And Hocevar is on the pole right now. Front row Briscoe on the track now, and he's in the green. Chastain, bam, 4th overall. Here's the SVG right here.
Ty Gibbs saws on the steering wheel to the left.
Yeah, Bubba crashed, Miss Tom. He crashed.
Sonoma, Pat, he's headed up to 2.
And he is somebody you gotta keep your eye on. He's really good, especially through this top portion of the racetrack here. Makes that right-hand corner and
He's trying to get to that number 1.
Back out of the gas, back to the gas. Top of the hill he goes. Ty Gibbs trying to get a good lap in here, Doug.
Briscoe not as fast now. He was in the green. Briscoe 5th overall fastest. 5th. 4:30 Central, James. Will be on at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock for pre-race. Pin message below you, and you'll be redirected as well. I promise I'll be on this time. I know that's what I said last week, but things happen. If I ever don't show up for you guys and I say I was going to, something happened.
829 for Ty Gibbs as he moves to 1st.
Ty Gibbs, legend in training.
Jumps into the top 10. He posts the 9th best lap. How about Tyler Reddick, Doug Turnbull? He's on the
wow, they've all come out of nowhere. Eric Church, your boy, is about to go to P1.
So, qualifying, the clock has ended. The car's out on the circuit right now.
Group 1 didn't help SVG. No, it didn't. Still haven't seen the vlog. I'm in the middle of mowing my yard, so I'm listening. All right, T-Van, no worries. I just gave you a shout out.
That lap for Tyler Reddick.
Think some of these drivers figured SVG out, yeah.
Across the line, we see Riley Herbst come across the line. Michael McDowell is the last one coming down.
Lots of practice, I'm sure, in these road courses.
He's had a good qualifying.
All right, so Ty Gibbs, Hocevar, Larson, McDowell, Chastain are your top 5 overall.
Neither one of them appear.
So Ty Gibbs is going to get the pole. Where's my 54s? What?
Sonoma Raceway.
Man, big day for Ty Gibbs. Big day for that Toyota as well. As it at one point 5 minutes ago was looking like we were going to have it all Spire Motors.
Wow, Ty Gibbs. Hell yeah, brother. Legend in training, Eric Church says.
But for the second week in a row,
wow.
We'll start on the outside pole.
So there you have it.
On the pole for the Toyota Save Mart 3.
So that is it, guys. We appreciate you hanging with us. And Ty Gibbs, congratulations. Hocevar, P2, Larson 3, 4th is McDowell. That's your actual top 5 Then it's SVG, Briscoe, Allmendinger, Hamlin. Top 10 for Hamlin? What the heck? Logano is 10. 11th is Reddick. 12th is Hill. 13th is Byron. 14th is Bell. 15th is Chris Buescher. 16th is Blaney. 17th is Zilich. And I missed the top 20. But oh my God, Denny Hamlin in 9th place overall? What the heck's going on here? But there you go. Host of our front row with Ty Gibbs. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys had a great time with our Toyota Save Mart 350 practice and qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series. Hope you enjoyed that. But congratulations, Ty Gibbs, and host of our On the Outside poll again for second straight week. SVG still licking his chops. I think he's got this, but you never know. As Jake said, a lot of these drivers have figured out SVG. So we'll definitely see you here in about 45 minutes for pre-race ceremonies for the Pit Boss Food Max 250. And if I get my, show you the, let's see right here. There it is. The Pit Boss Food Max 250 right here. We'll have that for you. Flag to flag coverage, bubbles, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in about 45 minutes. Appreciate all the love today. Thanks so much for all the ones that hung out with us. We thank you for that. And looking forward to seeing you very soon. If you don't like NASCAR Rally Parts Series, we'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time it is, but we'll be on tomorrow for tomorrow's race. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you in a bit for the NASCAR Rally Auto Parts Series, and we will see you soon. I want to thank my lovely wife, Spain, for everything that she does behind the scenes. I thank my mods for moderating, my members for the hard-earned money to the channel, and I want to thank you for watching. So appreciate you. Congratulations, Ty Gibbs, legend in training, baby. I know Eric Church is all stoked. All right, guys, we'll see you.